And Skyler's dead. We're off to an amazing start. Couldn't be better.
Holy
Beautiful.
shit!
Beautiful.
No one cast or Revivify.
I can't.
Just throw his body off of the airship and we're done with it.
Scrappy is currently stabbing him repeatedly.
Yeah, because Scrappy hates me. We know this.
Oh shit, his first one was a crit. He's just going to town
So
on
many
you.
wasted
So, you guys just had that weird encounter with a wizard or a sorceress. You don't know what they were, but they did steal your prisoner.
Yeah.
Where is she? Where'd she go?
Yeah, in our last session we found a shitload of Dragonborn in
I don't
ice.
want to open these.
What?
Nothing. Continue.
And there was one that we didn't really manage to save so much as we just found her. And then somebody stole her. And they cast the highest tier of magic in the game. And we are not capable of doing that. Not by a long shot. Well, 7 levels. As we are 10th level. So, yeah.
The only one who could anyway is True.
Hi, how you doing?
True.
True is true.
It is true. Alright, so...
Question is, do I have that spell?
You gain access to, like, whatever the fuck, I'm pretty sure.
What, counterspell?
Oh, I have counterspell.
Yeah. You just would have to be, because you couldn't, it'd be a d20 to be its casting level, so.
I think it's a D20 plus your spell mod, right?
I think it's...
To beat 10
it's
plus
your
casting
spellcasting
level.
I think it's just
ability is what
your
you
ability
roll.
modifier. I don't think it's your spell casting modifier.
Yeah, I said
4th
it's
level or
with
higher,
your
make an
your
ability
spellcasting
check
mod.
using your spellcasting DC, or spellcasting ability. The DC is equal to 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the creature's spell fails, and blah blah blah.
Oh, there we go.
So that meant you'd have to have a 19 or better on your roll to have countered it.
What?
It's worth a shot.
You got a 1 in
I
10
mean-
chance.
Wait, if you guys want to deal with this character, I'm just going to say, we're going to need new character.
I mean, we got weapons that are at their potential supposed to be able to slay gods or some shit, so I think
Don't
we'll...
Yeah.
say PK before I'm added to the fucking party.
I mean, if you want to do this, we can do this. I have the character ready to go if need be.
No, we're not doing this.
No.
We're not ready.
Skyler was forming an attachment. Skyler will do it. Instantly dies.
Can you even cast the spell? Also, all my spells are instantly cast at 5th level. Currently, because that's how warlocks work.
Alright,
So,
so...
was that Gaunty counsels anything 4th level or lower?
Third.
Yeah, 3rd level. Well, whatever spell slot you use.
Well, yeah, but True casts up to level 5.
Yeah, so it would cancel anything
Like
5th level
5th
or
level
lower.
or lower.
Which is great to not have.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, level 9 is difficult to count a spell.
Yeah.
I can only do it twice each short rest, though.
Anyway, so we're flying, right?
Yeah, you are flying.
This
So if
is
we
the
still
rule.
have time in game, Stormer is absolutely going to talk to Laren to talk about what he could do with, or talk about his plans with Scrappy.
His plans with Scrappy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so there previously I had drawn up the schematics to make my modification to Scrappy. But I also wanted to, of course, get Laren's thoughts on it. So I walk up. Let's go back over quickly to. I'm gonna drag everyone over because I have that ability. Fuck you all. Abusing my power. So I'll go up to Laren with Scrappy if it would stop double clicking. Laren, I wanted to run something by you regarding plans with Scrappy.
And what's that? Looking at all of our iron that is now in the shape of chains?
Yeah. So I'll show you the blueprint, and it's essentially a cannon that would just be mounted right to the top of him. So I figured Scrappy can't do a whole lot more than just hit things with his front claws, which is not ideal, especially if there's something flying. So I figured we put a cannon on him.
Well, I imagine some nails and gunpowder and a cannonball ought to do it.
Are you trying to insult me?
No, I'm just...
Gunpowder?
Look.
I'll just raise my gauntlet. You think we need gunpowder at this point?
That was the joke.
It'd be more reliable.
Regardless, I mean, it's certainly possible. I'm sure that we could make a cannon for him.
Oh, I don't know. I was kind of seeing before I, dedicate myself to this. If you had any other ideas, other ways to make Scrappy. Well, he is useful. He can always be more useful.
Well, how attached are you to his legs? Or rather, how well attached are his legs?
Just kind of glance down at his legs. Scrappy's just gonna lift one and just kind of look at it as best he can. They're pretty well attached. After that dragon took a number on him, I reinforced him. Why?
Well, we are rather adept at making weaponry. I'd imagine that we could perhaps replace his legs with something similar.
What are you going? What are you suggesting we replace his legs with?
Well, we have quite the stock of rare metals. I'm sure that we could do something along with those.
Well, yeah, but are you suggesting wheels? Because that would severely limit his mobility.
No, perhaps allow something that is enchanted in some way, or has a different functionality.
I'm still not getting what we're replacing his legs with.
I'm still moping, but why not just make something sheathable or retractable?
Well, I believe at this point we're not talking about weapons. How would his
That
legs
is
be
exactly what I'm
retractable?
talking about. What if putting weapons on his legs? Or replacing them with something that can do something similar?
Yeah, you can already attack with his legs.
Yes, but you are asking for additional ideas other than just this top-mounted cannon.
Yeah.
You can have Vorpal legs.
Why not? Dorian, who hasn't said anything, why not give him a breath weapon?
Well, that was sort of the intent
Yeah,
of.
we can make potions.
It was sort of the intent of the cannon. It would be a sort of weapon like that, like a breath weapon.
With all the magical stuff in him, why not put a fundamentum in him and see what happens?
And see what happens.
Hell yeah. We got
Imagine if
Skyler,
we could get his legs to shoot out magic missiles.
Skyler just
Why would I
shrugs.
want his legs to shoot out magic missiles when I can make a specially designed cannon?
Well, maybe the cannon does something different too.
What's your thoughts on this cannon? Are we talking about one that's like mounted to the top, or are we talking about one that will pop up out of him, like out of an opening, and he fires the shot?
Oh, say that one more time.
So I was thinking, are we talking about like a fully mounted like cannon on his backs, or are we talking about one that may pop out of him, like
No,
open up
like
and
it's
fire
always
out?
there.
Okay.
Like it. So if I'm gonna blow him up for a second. Let's scoot him down here so he's not on anyone. My idea in character is that I kind of replace the middle bit of him a little bit, and he just has this cannon sticking out of him at all times. Not that long, but like just be an arcane. A little arcane cannon. Oh, that didn't work.
I never noticed how much the plating and the gears make it look like a face.
Okay.
There's arcane shit going on.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's ultimately what Stormer is kind of suggesting, in that it's effectively a breath weapon. It works off the same mechanics as a recharge mechanic, if possible.
Okay.
And it would literally just be either a single projectile, or depending on if I'm able to make it like a changeable, almost like you can change the cannonballs. Like you can have grape shot, you can have a more like highly penetrative, other shit, or you just have a cannonball. If I could swap between something more like a cannonball versus
an energy weapon,
like an energy beam or something, yeah.
Like something along the lines of force damage, or if you use one of the fundamentums, you have fire or ice, or ice, or cold damage. Okay. I mean, you could definitely.
What about shocking grasp arms? So he has taser legs.
His basic attack is already better than shocking grasp.
Ah.
Okay, so roll me. We need a roll me your tinkering. This would be definitely tinkering, not.
Is this for the schematic or the?
For a schematic.
Well, the schematic was something that I had previously rolled for. That's what I was showing for.
Okay.
Him.
Oh, okay. Then you pretty sure you can do it? Fairly easy. It just depends on what you plan on building the material out of.
Yeah.
What's the material the cannon's going to be out of, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got a feeling that Scrappy will assimilate anything you put on him.
Cut off Skyler's hand. Oh god!
Just immediately starts giving Skyler a middle finger.
Is that technically flipping myself off?
What about rocket legs?
Then he could fly.
I was thinking like a rocket punch where the fist shoots out.
It's what Skyler's currently walking around with. That's Skyler what Stormer is. That giant.
It doesn't shoot out, but it does.
Wait, I just realized it's on one arm, right? Which arm, right or left?
Right.
It's legit the opposite of Hellboy. Okay, I'm fine with this. That's one of my favorite comic books, so.
Yeah.
I'm down. I just realized that you just have a Hellboy arm now. I'm like, okay.
Well, as interesting as rocket legs would be, I was thinking something more along the lines of, transferring the abilities of some of the rings for, things of the maneuverability type of movement. You know, things like spider climb or water walking, I think would be great to have on Scrappy.
Water walk. Scrappy looks at you like water walking. Yeah, but I can climb a wall.
Yeah, but
Like-
that's also relying on him being able to dig into it, and if for some reason he couldn't, then that would be severely issue.
Yeah. He currently hasn't found anything that he can't climb.
Yeah.
Well, we can certainly enchant him, I suppose, with, such magics that he can walk on water, or perhaps move farther, or walk on ceilings even.
Yeah, that would sort of be the ideal.
As you guys have talked, you guys have moved a fairly good distance, and it's starting to get dark outside. And it's just so you guys know, it's starting to snow too again.
Mm-hmm.
Just giving you guys a heads up what's going on outside.
Yeah, I don't like.
Because no one's outside
After
of
the
like...
fucking white dragons, I don't care for snow at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I do plan on, I just want Scrappy to be a little more useful than, deflecting an attack or, striking once every so often. I feel that, I don't know, we need a few more big hitters.
Dakota suggests we teach Scrappy how to heal.
I mean,
I don't know if anyone's read that.
I just read it. Oh no.
I hate it. Anyway, I have flight magics, but I don't know if I could be any of any assistance to give it to him.
no, this wouldn't be something that you can help with. You have no idea how to work with what Scrappy is.
No.
For now, the idea is just the cannon or working on the leg, or perhaps even kind of overhauling him a little bit, because right now he is just kind of made from steel, so could at least coat some of his parts, if not replace them with some of our obsonite or other materials. Adamantine at the very least.
Well, I'm sure that we have enough materials to replace his parts, but I'm sure that we could do more with those materials before we place them on him, such as...
Well, yes.
Well, not in that way, but in the way of improving the materials before adding them onto him.
Improving
Rather
what
than just
way?
creating something that functions as merely a leg. Perhaps we work the ability to walk on water and other things into the legs as we make them.
Suppose. Yeah, that would achieve the same goal as adding them in the future. So, just a matter of, do I want to have him protected at the same time? I mean, it makes more sense, in my opinion, to upgrade them with the ability to take on those abilities so that I can... Because we still need to get the materials to actually apply those abilities to him anyway. We're going to need a few gemstones that I know for sure that we haven't attained yet.
Well, I also have a few ideas that I think I need some more materials for. Things outside of what we currently have, at least.
Well, my point being, at least at the moment, it makes more sense to better armor him with, or at least make the parts ready. Like, make them with our upgrades in mind, and then simply apply the upgrades when we apply the new part. I see no point to wait to, start it at the very least.
Well, the way that I usually craft is by, well, obviously having the proper materials, such as the fundamentums, but also, while I work the object, I try to imbue something of a magic into it, thinking of the proper effect. I'm sure you've noticed I have some, uh, not quite arcane, but more magical abilities, and when I have such an ability and I'm trying to craft an object, I could perhaps use that power with the object while I make it. That's at least typically how I like to go about it. I'm not one for enchanting afterwards, per se, by drawing glyphs or whatnot.
I was trained in that way, so for me, that's just my method. You do what you can until you get the material you need, as long as you know everything works. I mean, truthfully, it could be as easy as just slipping a ring onto his leg and letting it work. I simply don't see the reason to imbue the metal as you're working on it if you're going to then later imbue it again.
Well, there would be no reason to imbue it once more later on. But whatever you think that is the best method for you to work with, I'm willing to lend a hand.
Well, for now, I know the legs are going to need to be built a certain way. A better way, perhaps, and I can at least get them started while we're on our way to Mirabar, or while we're at Mirabar, we can get the materials that I know that we need. So,
very well.
I mean, I'm familiar enough with the magic that I had planned to imbue his legs with, so I know how to structure the legs and how to just get it prepared for it to be an easy application. So I simply see no reason to do it as I go, and I can just do it in steps. Regardless, I'm going to
You
get started
suggest
on them.
you said you could put the ring on him and it may affect him.
So
This is Dorian.
oh, okay. Well, I mean, he's more than just a mindless machine at this point. Scrappy just kind of waves. He's been blessed by Thor. It could be that in the eyes of the gods, or Mistra herself, whoever currently controls the weave, that he is a willing or a applicable.
I thought he was intelligent this whole time.
It didn't used to be.
He didn't used to be.
It was quite literally crafted from our obsidian and scrap armor that I got off a dead guy in a river.
Scrappy flexes.
Yeah.
Like I have humble beginnings, but now I am this.
Yes.
He's like, we can test this. And he takes his cloak off and goes over and sews it onto Scrappy and ties the cloak to Scrappy. Concentrate on the cloak. And just sits down and waits.
Alright, Scrappy will do what he can. Whatever he feels like he needs to do.
Scrappy just kind of he looks at you like he doesn't understand what that meant.
I will explain to him the concept of attunement and whatever other shit.
After how long did we say attunement is? 10 minutes?
I think it was 10 minutes to attune.
10 minutes? After 10 minutes,
or half hour, something like that.
You see that the cloak starts to spread and cover him like a skin on the top side of his shell, on the top side of his shell.
Okay,
Damn,
yeah, that's pretty cool. I hope you don't need that back. I don't know that we can get it back. We should be able to, but just in case.
Yeah. I think if you just untie it, it'd come off.
Of course.
Scrappy, try and hide.
Scrappy's gonna run under the table.
Well, that's it. He gets plus 10. He gets plus 10 to his stealth.
Well, Scrappy, let's see how you do, buddy. 28! He's invisible!
Scrappy goes out of
What
the
are
What are
Yo,
you
field and
talking
it's just
about?
not
She's right
there.
there.
Fuck you and you're like 84. Fucking passive perception.
Where's the giant spider? Where'd he go?
Good thing I got the big boot for this big spider.
So, yes, Scrappy, like you guys, can have 3 attuned items.
Hmm.
Or unattuned items.
Yeah? Well,
Scrappy comes back from underneath the table that he's like completely disappeared. And it looks like a kid in a canister. Like, he's like, yeah,
Just
yeah, this is awesome.
bouncing.
alright, well, it seems that our job may be easier than first anticipated.
Well then,
Vern's like, Scrappy, can I have my cloak back? And Scrappy just gives him a look. Like, please? Listen, if we can find another one, I will buy it for you.
let's let the
Scrappy just slowly sticks one arm out. And it's like, Dorian like looks at you and just shakes it. And then he comes over. He goes, I'm pretty sure I'm buying a cloak. And he unties it. As he unties it, immediately, like, no longer stuck to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it shrinks back down to its normal size. And he puts it on and goes to attune it. That's... So yeah, I think you're right. I think your idea of just sticking stuff to him would work.
Well, I suppose in that case, there are a few things I could
Because I'm starting to
probably
think...
give him.
I wonder if... Hear me out. I'm wondering if it's because of the obsidian that is the reason why he can mold to it.
That is what I'm going to assume as well, considering the fact that that is what seems to, other than Thor's blessing, it is what seemed to have granted him the intelligence required. But
Interesting.
there are certainly a few things that I would be able to pass on to him.
well, in the meantime, I'm sure that we could upgrade his legs with adamantine.
Of course. And that is what I will do. I will also give Scrappy, on one of the legs that I upgrade, I will give him, or I guess work in the ring so that it's like stuck on the leg but can be removed.
Yeah.
My Ring of the Ram.
Oh! That does work! I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking rings of protection. Ring of the
Yeah.
Ram! Oh
Yeah,
shit!
that's cool.
Oh god, ring of spell storing. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Scrappy! Fireball!
Yes.
No. Here's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
We get an actual cleric, and Scrappy can be a better healer than me.
Oh, no.
Well,
Oh shit!
we have quite a lot of dragon vertebrae and dragon bone rings.
We can make a bunch.
So, as I said, it is getting dark outside, so you could work some of the evening.
Yeah,
You guys so
I'll work
desire?
the I'll start work on the legs and his main chassis.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm able to upgrade with either the adamantine or the obstinite.
Huh? You could use.
Ooh.
You have enough material to do the obstinate if you want to.
Yeah. Although now I'm thinking, I
We
think
don't
he
have
has-
too much of that right now.
No. So I will stick with the adamantine. I don't. There's no real reason at the moment that he needs obstinite anyway.
He already has obsidian, so.
Well, yeah, but the obstinite, we at least I bought his eyes to be better attuned in a way to the obsidian. It's a better like conductor, I suppose.
A better medium.
Yeah. But I'm
So-
curious. I don't think Scrappy innately is like has disadvantage in stealth. Yeah, there's nothing about that.
No,
I was thinking about using Mithril on his joints. So that like the noise would be reduced, but I don't know that there would be a purpose for it, unfortunately. It's cool, but I don't think it's necessary.
Well, we've got
only
20,
time he
25
really
pound
makes-
bars of adamantine.
I mean, when he walks, he does make a little bit of noise, but it's usually from his feet hitting the ground because it's usually metal on rock.
Yeah.
So if you made something
I would
like
tip
something
his
about the
legs.
pad.
I would tip his legs with the Mithril.
Well, that'd still be metal on rock. You'd need something more along the lines of like a rubber or leather to make him more silent with his feet landing.
Yeah, I'm just going with the fact that, you know, even for in the case of full plate, Mithril takes away the disadvantage with stealth. So that it's just a
Oh, it does,
regular
yeah.
stealth roll. So I'm going
Yeah.
with the idea that if it does that with
Okay.
that, at least this is the intention. Whether or not you rule that's how it goes is up to
Oh,
you.
no, now that you mentioned it, that would work.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'd work. So yeah, that would that'd definitely help him. That'd probably take you. How long did it take you to build his legs currently? Like a day?
So there's actually a little bit that I can do. So hold on. At the end of a long rest, you can create a new defender if you have smith's tools with you. If you already have a defender, then the first one immediately perishes. The defender also perishes if you die. So to me, so it says at the end of a long rest, I can create a new defender. Whether that's implicative of you just create one at the end of the rest, or if it takes a long rest.
You could also consider it as using the extra 2 hours
Yeah,
that
I was
you
just
could
about to
have.
say the 2 hours would probably be the true, like,
Yeah.
where you can fully construct a regular
Yeah.
defender.
That's what I'd say.
So it takes
Scrappy
2
dies
hours.
if you die.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's also
Well-
the normal one. He's now sentient, so it may also just be different. And
Yeah.
blessed by a god.
So yeah, we'll say in your 2 hours you could build his new legs and
Yeah.
chassis fairly easy to replace.
Yeah.
Assuming that means you're gonna take first watch then.
Yeah. Yeah. And Scrappy would, obviously, as I'm making the legs, he doesn't need to be, shut off or anything, so he can still patrol on his own.
And he still does his own thing.
Yeah.
So if I see him, fussing about Scrappy, I'd like to take out the adult White Dragon Fundamentum and cut off one use and feed it to Fafnir.
Yes.
Okay. That was yummy. Very yummy. And you don't notice anything immediately.
Turns into an ancient green dragon.
Green?
Yes,
Why green?
like if I know.
Its physiology would fucking change by eating the fundamentum from the same type of dragon.
That was my point. But yeah.
Yep, I'll just, pat him on the head. I'm glad you enjoyed that. It's a rare treat. And then go back to whatever I was doing.
No, I think just for style, the way that I'm going to style the legs, I'm going to also sketch this out because I think it's just cooler. Oop, that is not what I wanted. So if his legs are kind of, like the spider shape, I'm not going to have the ring go around there. I'm going to have specifically on the outside, sort of like a little arbor for the ring to sit on.
Okay.
So that's really just more of a style thing, but I think it's cool to like present so that the rings themselves would be like more on like presented on each of his legs.
Can't wait till he gets that big and we can all ride him into battle.
Whee!
By the way, does anyone else see the face on his shell?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure
I've
I'm not
always
going
seen it.
crazy.
So yeah, I will get the legs working with the slot on each leg, each of his 6 legs, for the ability to incorporate a ring. And do I need to make any crafting checks? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I forgot that at 7th level Artificer I get the stupid thing.
Yep.
Skill modifiers and yes. Gosh, oh, genius. Oh my god. It is just a flat 5. Alright, and I'll assume Tinker's Tools, or are these going to be Smith for more of the shape?
Probably Smith tools for more of the shape.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't actually matter, but yeah, 35.
Yep. Easy peasy. They look great.
And how much of the adamantine did that take?
That's disgusting. Like, truly disgusting.
That was only halfway too. That was 10 on a D20.
So,
No, you have a plus 20. It's disgusting.
Yes.
So,
Effectively, I have a plus 25.
it uses. You're replacing all was it 6 legs?
Yeah, he has 6 legs. I'm not like taking a leg and modifying it. I am making brand new legs.
All right, so you make 6 brand new legs. We're gonna say that was 2 bars of adamantine.
All right.
2 full bars of adamantine.
Getting ready to supply more if you needed it.
as you bring the legs over, roll me a perception check.
Stormer has just recently gotten good at perception. Kinda. 25.
You watch as you get closer with the new legs. You see that Scrappy, who's been patrolling, comes over and stops. You slowly watch as you walk over. You see that the black obsidian veins are retracting into his chassis, out of his legs, his old legs. As you do, you see that the legs look worse and worse disrepair.
Oh.
Because remember, you made him out of pure scrap,
Yeah.
not the world's greatest material.
True.
He looks great, but now you see that it's because the obsidian is making it look good, powering its structure.
I just kind of put a hand on him, like, I'm sorry, but I didn't realize sooner. But rest
He
assured,
dodges you. It's all right.
we are gonna put you where you need to be, where you deserve to be. And I will start slapping his new legs on.
Once you've installed all 6 legs, you see the black veins of obsidian stretch out into the lake. And you watch something. You see it spiderwebs way more than the first time.
Hmm.
You didn't have to put obsidian because the obsidian mixes with the adamantite that's already on it and becomes obsidian.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Please add +2 to his AC, and once you finish with his chassis part, you'll get another +1.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well,
Bed.
that's another person who has a higher AC than Skyler.
Don't you have a higher AC than poor True?
I have a 16.
They're equal.
No, wait, I have an 18. Yeah, because Dex plus Wisdom.
So True has 16. You have an 18. Stop whining. You got better armor than Dorian does. So shut up.
I don't have better armor.
He has a 17 armor class.
I don't have better armor than he does.
Alright, so who took the second shift of watch?
I don't know.
I will.
I have the list here. So first is Stormer, Scrappy, and typically Dorian. And then second is True, Trick, and Skyler.
Icon perception. 18.
Okay.
You can roll on your own.
I was
True.
no. If you were paying attention to the chat, I was thinking of resummoning Trick with the obsidian.
Oh.
Right. You need to powder it, don't you? Or no, we already did. I
Yo,
forgot.
you powdered it
Yeah.
already.
You
I have the powder
That's right.
now. I
You
was
want-
contemplating since we
you-
have this time
Yeah.
and there's nothing out to get us at this moment, would it be a good idea to
Go
do
for
now?
it. Go for it. You do
Yeah,
this during the
launch,
long rest?
I believe
Yeah,
it only takes an hour to perform as
Yep.
well.
it does. So it wouldn't take the full.
No, for the
Shift,
first
it
so
would
yeah,
only
for the
take
first
half
hour of
of
your guys' shift, you would be able to do it, and then you have an hour to fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
I love this.
So yeah, we're gonna do that with the obsidian added on to see what the powder obsidian. Do I have to do anything else?
If he's based off a carbuncle, you should replace his gem with some sort of super powerful magical crystal.
I mean, that could be where the obsidian dust manifests.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would make sense.
So-
Just let me know if I gotta update his token.
Alright.
Just shove a black shard into him.
A literal just shard straight into his forehead.
Yeah.
Let me put
It's a horn now.
Looking at. Okay. So, as you resummon Trick with the obsidian, you see it coalesce the energies that you've seen dozens of times now that you've done this.
Mm-hmm.
Coalesce into Trick, and there's Trick, but Trick looks a little different. The very tips of Trick's ears are like midnight blue. Not just blue, but like almost pitch black. But it's still blue. You can see the hint of the blue in the tips of his ears. You also see it in his paws. At the very far around his fingers, or his claws, are dark blue. And the very tip of his tail is also dark blue. Just so you know, Trick's got 10 extra hit points. And also can cast darkness once a day.
That's beautiful.
So, but outside of that, Trick just other than Trick says he feels stronger, and ends up casting darkness to show you that he's stronger.
I wonder what would happen if we revivified someone with this.
It's
Please do it.
It's more so a matter of does the spell react with it? Because diamonds are used because they have an innate connection with
Life.
holy
Only
magic.
one way to tell.
Yeah, only one way to
Yeah.
tell.
We'll try it out on you.
Who's gonna cast Revivify on me?
Maybe
No one.
you'll cast it into a ring of spell starring.
Gotta make it still, but if
Yeah,
only we
it
had found
doesn't work,
Robin's
but-
corpse.
Just go out and make a corpse real quick.
We did find Robin's corpse. We left it for dead.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but
it was-
also looted.
Yep.
Yeah, I met. I don't know, man.
Well, Myth made one.
Yeah, I made
What was
one.
it? Last session? Session before?
There's Trick's darkness. Because now he can do darkness. I love it. So did his claws get anything? Hello?
No, you don't know.
Ah, okay.
You'll have to have Trick fight something. Now, won't you?
Look down at Trick. Eyeball Skyler.
I'm not afraid to chuck him out if he attacks me.
Mentally towards Trick. We'll wait until everyone's awake.
Dorian is sleeping in his normal spot under the table.
Now, if you would like me to get make a training dummy, I could.
So, nothing happens on your guys' watch.
Woo.
Woohoo! I shall wake up the next person, which is Dorian, right?
No,
No, it's
No,
the elves.
Bill.
They don't need to be woken up either. They wake up on their own.
Like when you
Well,
think
it's not
about
like we
waking
were
up,
even asleep.
they
it's
just
like-
come out of their meditation.
Yeah, we just open our eyes. I'm like, oh, I guess it's time. Alright, I'd like to try making something
Go
for
for it.
Fafnir. I want to make, like, I want to use some of the claws from the adult dragon and make, like, out of either leather or metal, and the claws, whichever I determine is going to work, make, like, claws that I could equip onto Fafnir.
Like give him more powerful claws?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Here are the claws of your mother. Use them well.
Pretty much. Well, it's
As
going to be
you-
the father.
As you walk over and walk by, Fafnir is bigger.
He was like 3 feet before.
He's like 5 feet now.
Oh. Rather interesting. I guess I'll hold off for now, since anything I make might be grown out of.
Magical items resize the fact.
Yeah, that's gonna be something that's gonna have to wait though.
Maybe. Yeah. Your perception is what? 30?
Yeah, the passive is 31.
31. You, as you walk around and
For the spectator, that's obscenely high and disgusting.
you
It is disgusting.
You pick up a distant, far distant scream.
Is it from the same direction as last
Correct.
time?
Yes. Still from south of your direction.
Well, that's certainly concerning. How close are we to Mirabar?
About 30 miles.
And that's
You're
southwest, right? And
Yeah.
the screams were previously coming from further south than Mirabar.
Yes.
Okay.
Still farther south than Mirabar. And you're 100% the only person that can hear this. Unless someone, because the DC to hear this, now that you're closer, is 28. So you're the only person that can hear this.
Is Myth doing anything during elf time?
During all time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are awake for 4 hours before everyone else. So you could be driving the ship closer to Mirabar. If you so
Because
desire.
if you have something that you wanted to try doing with any of your potential rings, then you can do that, and I'll pilot the ship closer to Mirabar.
Yeah, I would love to try to.
Alright. Roll me what are you trying to make?
I want to make a ring of flying.
I have the fly spell.
Okay.
I do have a plate spell.
Okay. Could link me the post the spell. Link me the spell in the chat. Just cast it so I can see it. No. Okay.
Fly.
Okay. All right. This isn't that hard to do. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You gonna make it out of the dragon bone?
Yes.
All right. Roll me jewel crafters check, please.
I'll lend him my my new tool that assists with that.
Okay.
So you just have the +4 from the fire rune.
Would that give me advantage as well?
No. Unless
No.
he's able to help you somehow.
I'm gonna be flying.
Yeah.
I mean, I can set it on auto course, right?
Yeah.
And it's just gonna maintain the constant speed. So, and we're not gonna get there in an hour or two. It's gonna take like half the day or so. So
yeah, about half the day.
You know, I'll lend a hand, whatever I can be doing.
All right. Cool.
All right, roll. Easy enough. You will have to cast the spell into it. And it burns. You'll also, because you have to carve runes into it. It also burns some of the Ethereum to inlay into the runes into the ring.
Okay.
But yeah, you now have a ring that recharges every day that will allow you to fly up to 10 minutes. That being said, you can break it up, like in 1 minute intervals. So the ring will allow you to fly up to 10 minutes a day.
All right, cool. That'll work nicely. Now I don't have to worry about these dragons flying around.
Yeah. And it's a pretty simple ring, so it's not going to require attunement.
Right, that's what I was going for.
Yeah. It's simple. It's very simple. And you've set it up to where it's just going to feed off your ambient magic anyway, so.
You're scrappy. Give me your scrappy. Put this ring on.
I would be lying if I said that wasn't what came to mind.
Flying Scrappy. Oh no.
That's almost as terrifying as flying Toph.
Oh god. Okay, so
does Scrappy want a ring too?
Absolutely. As soon as Stormer sees you using that, he's gonna be like, where'd that come from?
I can look into that one.
So
well, you probably would have heard me saying I was gonna outfit him with rings anyway, so it's up to you if you would be the kind of person to just gift it randomly.
It would just you would have to burn another. You'd have to burn another to make it. You'd have to burn another spell.
But your
it does cost
to do that.
To create the spell. It does cost you the spell to make it into the ring.
Yeah, I can burn one now if we're not doing anything.
Yeah, you guys are just.
So the only issue is at the beginning of the day we don't know what's in store.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to keep one of my spell slot, one of my third levels.
Okay, then yeah.
For the day.
So flying. Everyone wakes up. Just you guys are about where you guys would normally stop. Outside to fly to because you're not going to move the tower right into Miramar because
No, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go our mile up or whatever it is.
Yeah. So you guys are there. It is a heavy snow. It's really, really heavy. It would be a blizzard if you guys were not as big and heavy as you guys were. It would try and push your thing around. If you were like in a flying ship, it would be almost impossible to fly in this. But because you're in this giant rock building, it does not give a crap.
Woo!
Well, we may need to wait a little while before we try flying out there.
Yeah, you guys are going to have a difficult time flying down. If you were to land this, let everyone out, and then fly back up, that'd be different.
Is it by this point that everyone's awake, or still just the elves?
Yeah, you guys are woken up.
Okay.
True has cooked breakfast.
I'll inform you all that we've arrived at our spot over Miramar.
Alright, now here's we can start getting down there.
Yes, well, if you take a look outside, that may not be the best option right this minute.
Scrappy is looking very
We'll
nice.
see about that. Stormer's gonna walk outside, fully armored.
I'm gonna get within that distance and be prepared.
The ship's not moving right now, is it?
No. Setting still.
Well, only one way to find out. I'm going to just open my wings first. And just, slowly and just see how the resistance really is.
Oh, there's wind. As high as you guys are currently up, there's a lot of north wind, too. Really cold. You're getting some windbreak from the tower.
Well, I'm about to get none because I'm going to go up top.
You're dealing with probably 40 to 50 mile per hour winds up here. The snow is blasting you in the face.
I just kind of call down. Well, I guess worst case scenario, we'll see you down there.
Did you just go?
I'm going to, while I'm still on, which way is the wind coming from? On the right
North.
side. This is coming from the north. I'm going to move to the north of the tower, and then like try to like fly up a little bit so that I'm still like in the full force of the wind, but I'm still like, if I lose balance and fall, I would either fall down the hole or back onto the tower. And just try to fly.
Your wings are strong enough. You've built this to be strong enough to fly. But where your normal speed's what, 80?
Yeah.
You do your normal strength power fly up to move the full 80. You move 10 feet.
Hmm.
Yeah, no flying in this stuff.
Like flying into it. Now, if you flew out of it, like with it to your back, oh, you'd be gone.
Yeah.
You'd get probably a plus 40 on your movement speed, just going away.
Okay. And I can climb and fall just fine, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll probably be shoved.
Yeah.
More southward because of the north wind, but
all right.
you know for a fact if the wind's blowing this hard up here, it's not going to be that bad once you drop, down to 1,000 feet. It's probably going to be 20-mile-per-hour winds, but it's not going to be the 50 and 60s that you're dealing with up here.
Yeah. I'll come back down and... Nope, not on Dorian.
Ah!
They just crush him.
Fly
as they fall
in,
down.
and a gust of wind blows right at the wrong time, and it just shoves you right inside and onto Dorian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, at least for me, flight, it's difficult, but it's possible. We may have to wait for the storm to pass for us to come up, but, I mean, I at least would be able to carry everyone down there if I, increase my size if necessary. So we can get down there.
What does your size last?
It lasts a minute. I have 4 uses of it, and I also technically have my spells that I could do that also last a minute, which would be another couple minutes.
I would say you could probably, with 2 usages, get everybody down.
Yeah. So, it's up to you guys if you want to risk possibly getting, stranded off the tower to wait for this to blow over for us to go back up.
I'd rather we wait for a bit.
Yeah, we're not in a rush, are we?
To be honest, I don't even remember why we're here.
So we might
Just coming back because this was the closest town, And Laren, have you told anyone about what you heard?
No, at this point, I'll bring it up because we're, cooking. He finished his check. Well, the reason that we're here is, one, we were on our way here in the first place, and I thought you wanted to acquire some materials. I had a few ideas as well. However, I thought it best that we continue moving in this direction, because if you remember the other night, I mentioned that there was screaming off in the distance, and I heard it again just a few hours ago, before we started to move.
Well, that
So,
is
if anything,
certainly concerning.
I at least, after we perhaps finish up here, would like to move further south to see just what might be happening.
You guys hear a far distant sound of rumble, of thunder.
Is thunder
Well.
typical of snowstorms?
Sometimes.
Bad ones, really bad ones, yes.
Yes. Well, with that I really don't like our chances of flying down and then being able to return to the tower in a timely manner.
Let's just wait out the night here.
Well, I won't complain getting more time to work on Scrappy's chassis.
I just have a bad feeling
Skyler, do you
about
need
this.
any more materials for that?
I don't know, Laren, how are we doing on the adamantine? I'm gonna need a lot of it for his chassis.
Well, we have quite a bit, but how much do you need?
Sizing up Scrappy's chassis. How long or how much would that need?
Probably.
So
I would probably say 4 bars.
so far I haven't done
That include the
part
little
for
pincher
the
arms.
legs, yeah.
Yes, well,
Yeah, for right
we
now I'm
are-
prioritizing the main body. Anything else is, bonus.
well, I'd say with those 4 bars, we are down to about half of what we had.
Gonna look back over True. Why? Do you have more?
Gonna pull out 2 more bars.
Oh, well. I'll just kind of be confused. I still got my armor on. It's probably got snow on it still. I was like, alright, well, thank you. Stormer's gonna, like, kinda, if she can tell, look like he wants to ask a question, but, like, just not ask. And back over to the forge. I'm going to more or less come up with... I'm just going to do another schematic to see what I can or can't improve with his chassis.
You know that the core you can't do much change.
No, I can't do anything with the core.
But to the chassis, you can do quite a bit.
Skyler, I have a question.
Yes?
You can heal yourself for sure, right?
If I have the blessing from my goddess, yes.
Okay.
You just said.
Now the question is, does Skyler notice Trick making his way around behind him?
I'm completely oblivious.
Okay. Pounce.
Okay.
Oh my god.
My eyes! My eyes!
Okay.
This is from behind you, by the way, so
Wait.
it's going
My
for your
ass!
armor.
My ass!
Okay, so damage does need to be changed. So
Okay.
it is 1d4 necrotic damage.
Holy shit.
My ass
Roll
is wizard!
2d4 then.
1d what?
1d4 necrotic.
You cut off my tail.
So it's not slashing any more.
No, it's necrotic.
It was dealt directly to his asshole, so his and the necrotic energies weakened his anus muscles. So now he's incompetent.
He's gonna need a prestidigitation.
Yep.
Yeah, they
He
weakened my
he can
bowel.
no longer contain the shit.
Alright, I'm only clicking this to
So
Oh my god, yeah, you just fucking shat yourself.
okay, so that's 4. Roll
You
me
need to
another
roll another
d4.
d4 because the crit.
Yeah, it's 2d4.
Oh. It is?
That's
Yeah.
how
Oh yeah,
crits
because
work.
it crit.
Oh,
Crit, yeah.
2d4 you said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Well,
Two
no,
D4.
the normal damage is a d4, but because it's crit, you do a second one.
just roll another d4.
Just roll the attack
Okay.
again.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Max damage on the
no.
First time you've seen
all of a sudden,
Max
there's a
damage.
cat just tearing at your ass. And as he does it, like he jumps off, and all of a sudden you just shit all over yourself.
When
Trick
Trick
immediately
bounces
goes,
off,
"Oh god, oh god!"
going down. Because wings.
Trick is like, "I didn't mean to make him shit himself." That's just gross. That's nasty. Oh god.
I can't feel my butt.
What the hell is going on over there?
Trick needs to make a Constitution saving spell because because
Okay.
it stinks. It stinks bad.
Why do people do this?
14.
He's just.
Should that be against my spell save DC
No.
because it's a stinking cloud?
No.
Fafnir comes over here and cold farts. And then he comes back.
Cold fuck.
Max damage as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, why?
Thanks. We wanted to test something. Thank you for being the subject.
If I wasn't in so much pain, I'd punt you both out the window. No stutter at all with that.
I wasn't expecting that result at all, but oh my god.
I don't think
I'm
anyone
so
was.
proud of Trick.
I'm just on the ground, cradling my butt.
Ash, what's with your familiars always getting crits?
I don't know.
I'm going to cure wounds. That didn't even heal all of it!
It's because you're a shit healer.
That I'm gonna take a short rest real quick.
He needs it.
There we go.
I'm gonna feed Fafnir some of the white dragon meat. I'm gonna with his larger size toss him 8 pounds of it.
Okay, I'm back to full. I'm down a hit die.
Hey, real quick, how much? What medals did we? I forget what medals we had. Do we have a list of them somewhere?
Platinum, gold, silver,
Yeah,
Guys,
Mithril,
I've got
mithrite,
our...
adamantium, and star metal.
Yeah, Nate just DC'd.
yeah, we
Oh,
lost
good.
Nate.
He's back. He's back.
We also
Nate!
we lost him in roll 20.
Are you okay, Nate?
Possibly.
So you might not have been able to take that short rest, Vern.
Sister, just let it be known if I die this session, it's your fault for taking that. For
If
making
he
me take that
dies
damage.
by 2 hit points or 1 spell slot, that's your fault, and you can take pride in that.
Another thing about this group, Rashkel, is everyone hates me for no reason.
I see that.
You were the most likely target. You were the best target because you were the most likely one to not notice what was about to happen until it was too late.
You're also the healers that can heal themselves.
Exactly.
Rash, I out healed him with a lower level spell,
Dang.
and I'm not the main healer, so.
Listen, just because I got shit rolls for my stats and made a very bad character class combo,
You have a
And-
1-tier con. You don't get to speak.
I get to. Nate can confirm he's gonna make a worse character to me because he's gonna have a negative to his con.
Damn.
So
Yeah, so 5-minute break while we find our DM.
Yeah.
oh fuck.
His internet went out.
Oh no.
So, Rashka, what do you think of us so far?
Silent.
Hello, hello.
There you are.
Hi.
It's pretty epic.
Isn't it?
Yes.
You're not a
Brother,
very talkative person.
Well, he's muting himself so that he doesn't
Yeah.
interrupt the session, Vern.
Hmm.
You are a particularly chatty person, so you also don't get to make those calls. Fuck you. You burned my diamonds.
Oh, have you told him yet?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You guys haven't even met my character yet. So.
Yeah. Well, he's not in
Wait,
this campaign, so fuck you. Hi, Nate.
Nate, you
back?
good now? I'm going to take it that it's taken a while to connect.
Probably.
Feels bad.
Alright, I heard something on his side.
Oh.
He's in roll 20.
Hello?
Hello.
Moo?
Oh,
Very
you
good.
exist.
Yeah.
Nate, was Vern able to take that short rest to heal the rest of his HP?
No.
Damn it! So I'm
You-
stuck at...
No, you can short rest.
Hey, Nate.
Damn
I
Yeah.
realized that for Scrappy's legs, pure, like, black adamantine would not look great, so I'm going to, if I can, use some of my gold coins, since we don't actually have any gold bars, just for the detailing on his legs, because he's got the,
Okay.
he's got, like, those rune kind of things going on with his legs and shit, so how
Okay.
many coins am I dropping for that? It's a 1-to-1 for the bars, so however many bars, just tell me how many bars or percentage of bars, and I'll deal with the actual
You're doing
numbers.
inlay, right? You're just doing inlay
Yeah,
work,
just doing
right?
the inlay of the little swirly bits at the on the edges of his claws for now, or his legs for now. I'll do the chassis part later.
I would say 30 coins.
Alright, so like 0.3 pounds.
Yeah, like not a lot at all.
Okay.
We're talking about inlay work. That's not.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't have any bars, so I had to just burn my coins.
And that's why having the actual material is good.
Well, I mean, gold is kind of irrelevant because it's literally 50 50 gold for a
but-
bar. A bar is worth 50 gold. It's a 1-to-1 ratio.
So,
Do we have our DM back?
You exist.
Yes, our DM is back, guys.
Oh, good.
my internet, me and Discord are having issues.
I feel that.
I am on a delay currently.
Mm.
Like, I push the button, have to wait 3 seconds, start talking, release the button releases after 3 seconds.
Fun.
No. Alright, so. Did you roll for your schematic, which was a 30?
No, I have not.
Okay, I thought you rolled for your schematic.
No,
right?
I
Yeah.
hadn't. We talked about it, and then I think the
I probably
trick
died.
was happening. No, Trick ended
True,
up, or yeah, Trick and True
Trick
were fucking
end
with
up
Vern.
ripping his asshole out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I will
Giant
request
spider on
help
my
from
wall.
Laren.
I'll lend a hand.
And here we go again. Is this Tinkers or Smiths? Not that it matters. Yeah, for the,
I
for
would
the main
say-
chassis.
I would say Smith.
Yeah.
I would say Smith.
That would be a 37. once again, kind of low. And it's still, it's a little above average. Which is so fucking stupid.
Well, it's also
Easily done.
+5 with that 20.
You got it. It's really good. It's you got it. It's just as good as your schematics for his legs. It's
Yeah. Alright. And then I will simply get to work on them when I can.
it'll take you about half the day to do the whole, because you're doing the inlays and stuff. It'll take you about half the day to do his chest. So does anyone else want to do anything while this is going on?
Well, I was helping him with that, so I'll lend my fire rune to Myth if he wants to do anything during that time.
It's dead.
What died?
The spider.
Ah,
Thing was as big as my hand.
Oh my lord.
Well, I'll need that rune before we go to bed. I'll try to make another ring for Scrappy.
I think you guys are just staying at the home base until the storm blows over.
Well, we all are right now.
I mean, could make other things. I don't know what you got, or what you want to do with your, 30 rings or whatever the hell it is.
This is true.
Might as well tinker with something if you want to.
Let me think of.
So, is there anything you want to tinker on?
I'm looking over my spells to see what I can cast. So I can
I
think.
got you.
Hold on.
Why is there Dakota? Why did you paint at the bottom left?
What? It's not me.
That is your color.
It might be my color. I didn't fucking draw it.
Honestly, I would also point the finger at Vern because he, at least in the past, would do this shit.
No, the only thing is I've
Thanks for
done
having
is
me along. I must take my leave. I am being summoned by a
higher
beast.
power.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Good.
Enjoy.
Thanks for. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thanks for
thanks for
coming.
listening.
Bye-bye.
No, the only thing I did was over on the other side of the top. I put twins over Myth, and I put, oh god, there's 2 of them over Skyler.
I was wondering where those ones came from.
That I don't know who, but it is my color.
So while he's thinking, looking at Fafnir's increased size, I'm gonna toss him 8 pounds of the adult white dragon meat.
Again?
Well,
He did on the
Nate
fundamental
had
before.
disconnected when I said that earlier, so. And then I would like to grab some of the scrap adamantine from what we got and feed it to my little buddy. My little bracer buddy.
his mimic.
For your mimic.
The mimic likes the adamantine. It likes it. It's like,
I'll once I'm finished helping him or in between, I'll just feed it little pieces here and there.
It really enjoys it. And Fafnir loves the dragon meat.
Does anybody need rings of shielding? I can probably make 4 of them in a day.
Like rings of protection or rings of shield?
Rings of shield.
I don't think anyone would ever turn those down.
Yeah, no one. in their right mind.
If you were to offer that, Stormer is going to jump on it.
I would
I
love
already-
that.
Okay, I have a problem. I already have my 3 items.
I have.
It
Well,
depends on if it would require attunement.
I think I
Typically,
have
if you
three-
cast it, well, no, I can't say that because like I think the rings of jumping doesn't require attunement.
Yeah,
Well,
ring of
here's-
jump, ring of
His Ring of
feather
Fly
falling,
he
maybe?
made.
I don't know. No,
His
ring of feather falling.
Fly.
Attunement.
His Ring of Fly didn't require attunement. He
Oh.
said. So why would Shield require attunement?
Does the
No, shield does not require attunement, but it would only work once a day.
Oh, that's
It'd be-
beautiful. I want that.
It'd be
I mean-
like it would be like the, what do they call it? The amulet of shielding. Essentially, that's what it'd be, but just
Fill
ring
my
instead.
fingers with those rings.
Yeah, I mean, that's still a once-a-day shield,
Mm-hmm.
which no one's going to turn that down.
Mhm.
Alright, well, I can make
Yeah,
it
it'd
work.
be great.
Well, you've
The
got
True
my,
is like first
my
in line.
hammer.
She's like, I need, please.
I need a shield.
me squish it.
to just-
Well,
Right,
you've
so-
got my fire Vern, so remember to add +4.
Yeah, just forget that global modifier. And you're helping?
I mean, I'm helping him with this. I don't know if someone else can help.
No one else has jewel crafting as far as I know.
No,
No,
Okay.
unfortunate.
Well, you've got a decent modifier.
This is true. Alright, so what?
we believe in you.
You can do it.
First one is
Easy.
good.
Yeah, that's
30.
Easy. You take a little bit of some of your silver coins, and you heat them up and flatten them out and build them to make a shield to incrust some of the ruin into it. And you use silver to do the inlay.
Nice.
And you have made and you've cast a spell, and you have made a ring of shielding. Once a day, it will shield a person. That person can cast shield, and it will give them the standard protection that shield does.
Excellent. Alright, so I'll do that. That one didn't come out that good.
Oh no!
That one,
That one failed.
as you're working on it, you see, as you've got it down. You're like, okay, I got this, and you cast a spell, and the ring blows up. Doesn't just poof explodes. Not doing any damage to you guys because it's not big enough to really do much damage. But you've lost the spell, and you've broken that bone, that ring bone. So
Okay. Yeah, I got plenty of those, so.
yeah,
Alright, so here's my third one.
it's not that you make it. It's not as nice as the first one you made, but it works. It still works. Like it works perfectly. It'll work perfectly. It just doesn't look as well done as the first one.
Alright, so let me finish my fourth one. Fourth one is perfect.
The
Oh
fourth
my
one
God.
is
Dichotomy of man.
you decided to inlay gold and silver, and you melted just a little mithril, and it is by far the most gaudy of the three, but it is gorgeous. It also has 2 usages instead of 1. Not
Very
20s
nice.
get this shit for you. So it has 2 shield charges instead of 1.
Alright, so who wants what? Who needs the shield, the second one? The best one.
I think that
True or me?
True and Skyler definitely
Skylar
need
has an
rings.
18.
After that, it's whoever.
Well, I got 3 of them, so
Skylar has an 18, but Skylar's also the healer, so it is
And
truly
True.
an even thing.
True's at a 16.
16.
Well,
Too
you should
low,
probably keep one for yourself and
well,
give the other 2 to.
Keep
I have
the
my
best
ring
one
of
for
plus one
yourself.
for that.
Yeah, but you could put other things in there. If you have 2 charges of shield.
This is true.
It's up to you.
No, I'll give away the 3. I don't need the. Because I got the ring of flying and I got the ring of spell filling. So how many rings can one wear?
10.
I mean, you
More than
can
10.
wear a lot. You can wear one ring on each finger and one on each thumb, but it will cause issues holding weaponry. So I usually would say if you go thumb, middle finger, pinky finger, you can wear 3 on each hand. But attuned you can only wear 3 attuned items. To an artificer, and they get a 4th one later on.
Hello.
So yeah, if you guys want that, you can have the 2+. The really bloody one. I don't need it.
So who's getting the really fancy one?
Stormer can already cast shield, so if someone else needs the better shirt, then he's not gonna step in.
So it's essentially down to True and Skyler for the better room.
More
Yeah.
or less.
Right.
Which one
Well,
wants the 2 charges?
They should just roll like a d20. Whoever rolls higher.
Even
Yeah.
odd, whatever.
Roll.
whoever rolls higher. Just a straight D20.
Give me a second, it's not working.
Yeah, 14.
Good job,
True.
Trevor.
True gets the nice of the 2 rings, and you get the other nice ring. It's still nice. It's a 30 built ring. It's beautiful. It's just not a masterpiece looking one like hers.
Alright, so there's a 3rd ring floating around. Who wants it?
Yes.
I mean, if there's an extra ring, Stormer would take it.
We shove it onto Scrappy.
Yeah, put it on Scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Shove it on to Scrappy.
Is he he's an actual spider, so he has 8 legs, or is
He's
he
more of a
6?
He's a crab.
Crab, he's got
6
6.
legs. Alright. So
He get
6
each one of his Stormer made where he can fit a ring on each leg.
Yeah. I've got the
Holy.
one for one of his front ones, his front right for the Ring of the Ram, but so far that's the only
way I see
dedicated
it
one.
then, the way I see it then, he's ring storage then.
Well, yeah, but the intent is for Scrappy to use the rings himself.
Yeah. How long as they don't get used up, and they just work on a charge each day, just put it on if no one else wants it. Might as
I
well
mean,
if he's got the
yeah.
room.
I'm just imagining Scrappy with like 5 rings of spell storage and just launching fireballs and fucking
Oh
shit.
my god.
That could be an ultimate
Just be a
goal for him.
rolling weapons platform. Like Scrappy, there's a dragon in there. Go. Scrappy just goes in and it's just tons of
So-
explosions.
Release
The
the scrap.
ring is first level, isn't it? The slots are first level.
What? Ring of
I
story?
mean,
Spell storm?
shield doesn't upcast.
No,
Yeah, that's
shield does
right.
not upcast.
Right.
Does the
okay.
ring? Does the ring take her spell slot?
No.
No.
That's the point.
No.
That's the point of it
So-
being a ring.
Yeah, it's magical. It feeds off the magical ambient, the ambient magic around you to charge
I wanna
itself.
say, put me in, coach.
So,
So Stormer, if you want, you can probably assist me with jewelers, right?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I consider ring of flying for Scrappy before I go to bed.
Oh.
As soon as you mention that, Stormer's gonna be like, you know how to make those?
Well, yes. I tap the ring that I'm wearing and I fly up to the 2nd level.
get up to-
Absolutely, I will help with that.
Myth, if you fly to the 2nd level for a moment and look around, you can't see out. That's how much snow has fallen.
Excellent.
And you fly back down.
Is that normal for this temperament or this
This
area?
far north,
Yeah.
they can get week-long blizzards up here. Like, and the
Okay.
farther north, the longer the storms last.
All right.
So,
Good thing we have this tower. That's all I'm saying. Nice and
Mhm.
warm in here.
I hope you
Mhm.
lose. If you lose. Here's the thing.
so
All right. Yeah, before we go to bed, let me remind me, Stormer.
Absolutely.
Anything anyone else wants to do during the day?
Well, after I'm done helping Stormer, if Stormer doesn't have anything in mind, I have a project.
I mean, yeah, I've got the, I mean, we have the, whatchamacallit. I was only half the day working on the chassis, you said, right, Nate?
Yeah, you only spend half a day.
So I've still got the other half the day to work on shit, so I will help with whatever.
Help him make his ring.
Yeah, well, that or he can show me how to make the ring, because I got the plus 20.
Well, yeah,
Don't
I
take
mean,
it from him.
I can cast fly into it, and you can make it.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to make a set of armor out of the ancient white dragon. Instead of studded leather.
As you guys are talking, do you hear the howl of the wind? Kind of wind picked up a little bit and last a little bit. You heard the howling of the wind as it rips around this tower.
So, I don't think I've actually made the chain. Oh no, I did do the chassis, right?
Yep. Yeah, chassis done.
In that case, Scrappy. He's now black and gold.
A new token.
Yeah, I was working on it while we were bullshitting.
You had it prepared.
No, I just finished it.
Nice.
Literally just threw.
Scrappy's looking menacing.
Nice.
I wish there was a better way for me to show off the obsidian other than like that white streak, but it's adamantine and obsidian. What are you supposed to do? They're black. They're both black.
Yeah, it just there's a matte black and a shiny black.
Yeah.
Because the obsidian reflects some light, but the obsidian, the adamantine, just matte.
Yeah.
Like it absorbs. Like it is. Scrappy is looking scary.
Scrappy is now in his goth phase.
Oh, you did add the +1 from the chassis, right?
Oh no, I haven't yet.
Would it just be armor, or would it? No, yeah, it'd just be armor. It wouldn't really be his health increase.
It doesn't have to. No, it doesn't have to be.
No, I'd say it's just his armor that increased.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's still really good.
What's his AC now?
18.
Fuck.
The same as me.
Yeah, he has an effective fucking ring mail +4.
So, as the day progresses, you're going to do something. You're going to build a leather armor. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we've got
So first I'm going
a whole ton of projects.
I'm going to help Myth make the ring real quick. So that would be jewelers. 29 to make this new ring of flight.
Easy. You help him out, and it's simple, easy, done. And do you install it and tell Scrappy that he can now fly?
I will, and I will explain to him that he can now just fly.
So as you put it in, you see all of a sudden you see that the ring glows for a second and it spreads throughout the system, and he floats up. And it's like legs scrappy and going, oh,
just zero gravity for me, like, and he just starts freaking out.
Yeah,
his legs flailing.
Yeah, oh god.
Now that's terrifying.
But kind of badass.
That is badass.
And after a minute freaking out, Scrappy figures out he can fly.
I'm curious, can he just make a raw intelligence check to do this? Oh no! He doesn't know how to control it!
No, he's just
Inverted
flying.
control.
Unnatural 1 on the check to figure it out.
He's literally just flying around.
Scrappy's
Okay,
flying.
okay.
oh,
Moment of
boy.
truth. Can
Who
True and Trick go up and try and help him figure it out?
Stormer's just kind of
Um,
watching because he wants his little boy to grow up.
You go up and like roll me. What would it be to try and help him? What would it be?
I mean, it would sort of depend. Is he trying to coach him? Is he trying to help control him?
Yeah, are
So,
you
like,
trying to
steer
like
him?
help guide him?
Coach would be the appropriate word so that he can, help
So you're
him
gonna
figure
talk
out
him
how
through
things.
it as opposed to like steer
Yeah,
him.
okay. Okay, then I would
Yeah.
say it would be an intelligence check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me an intelligence check.
Since Trick is helping me, can that be with it?
Sure, we'll give it to your advantage. Why not?
Thank God. Thank God.
Okay. Yeah, you after just about when his time flight is out for the entire day because he spends the whole time flying around,
Mm-hmm.
freaking out. True finally gets him to where he's swimming, like doing the crab, like spider swim, squid swim around, and kind of gets used to it when like he currently bothering Dorian when it shuts off and he falls. Right on the table. The table doesn't break because it's used to giants fucking smacking the shit out of him. He just lands. Boom. Oh. See, you fooled around and you fell and you landed on the table. Scrappy gets up and is like, tries jumping up and down like to fly some more and Dustin's going, disappointment. I only have so much time of flight. Shit. Yeah, Scrappy gets off.
Well, hopefully not.
Nudges you.
We all
Nudges
have
you.
to get to the dragon fights.
Well, buddy, I can't help you. You flew all that you could today.
He looks so sad. But he understands. But he can now fly. He likes
Daily fly.
so. You're wanting later. You're not wanting to work on that leather.
Yeah, unless anyone else has a
are you-
project.
Are you aiming to make yourself leather?
I would love to, yeah.
Okay. Then roll me an intelligence for a design of how you want to make your leather, your white dragon leather armor.
Do I have Stormer's assistance?
Unless you want him to do it, then yeah.
I mean, he was asking you to help with crafting some leather armor. So-
Yeah. So are you making me
Either
check
or.
or am I?
I go for it.
Let's go! I gotta remember, I gotta keep track of my flashes of inspiration.
Mm.
What was this one for? For the other workers? The armor?
Yeah.
Design for it, yeah.
For a design.
Crit?
Oh,
I'm going to throw up.
45?
I'm going to vomit.
So you showed him your design, and Storm was like, "Oh, that's a good design, but you should," and just completely just change. Well, not completely changes it.
So I do have one
And-
thing that I would like to, at getting this crit, I want to think to try to add.
Give
And
me
that
just
is-
an at 20.
So Stormer's idea is having made his plate armor, with the core.
Mhm.
Stormer wants to try to make something with the core of the fundamentum, but for the leather armor.
Alright, so you
Similar,
wanna
it may
do-
not be embedded in the same way, but he wants to try to work that in to give it some extra
You want to add
ability.
the white dragon fundamentum to the armor.
Yes.
Okay. You have a design that will, like, do you see?
So, what was
Laren,
the
you
armor
see-
trying to do, Laren? Or
Yeah.
DJ.
I mean, I was up for anything really. Like,
Because what I could imagine would be if we were able to work the fundamentum in, be it how Stormer has it with a chunk of the fundamentum versus if we treat the leather with the juices from the fundamentum, so that maybe you get cold resistance or flat out cold immunity, or maybe you have charges of cold immunity or even both fire and cold resistance based off it being just
Anti-white
cold.
dragon armor.
yeah, I mean, any of those.
Okay. Well, let's see. You have a design.
Yep.
We have options of what could happen depending on how good your roll is.
Yep.
So, sir, give me a roll. And just so you know, to do this, it's going to burn 2 of your top level spells to create this.
That is fine. So 34, which is actually below average.
Okay. So, you guys soak the leather in the fundamentum. Then you pull it out and start to stitch it. Lining runs into it. And so you use silver to start doing little inlays in some of the rooms. Not all of them, but some of them. So this is white armor with little designs of silver patched throughout. So what you create is
And I apply my inspiration for him.
you could. You could.
Yeah, I mean, we're using ancient dragon parts. There's no better.
Yeah, there's
Yes,
no
you
better time
could
to
very
use it.
well use. You could burn your
So-
inspiration for it. Yeah,
Rerolling
yeah,
my
I'll
2.
burn my inspiration.
it'd be re-rolling your 29. Is what he'd be re-rolling. So you
Well,
essentially
inspiration you
re-roll.
get to choose when you
Yeah.
make a roll.
Oh, then yeah, you want to try and see if you can beat it. You'll have to keep it.
Yeah. Well, with inspiration,
But yeah.
you re-roll a die that you have rolled, and
Okay.
you keep the.
Yeah, so can I have him reroll that nat 2?
Yeah, you can re-roll that net too.
Damn it.
Same roll. Oh well. Worth a
Same
try.
roll?
Yeah.
All right, so it is very nice armor, beautiful. It's not as strong as you could get it, as you know, but it's
Yeah.
really good. So, what it gives you is it is +1 leather armor, but it has immunity to cold damage. And twice a day, you can make yourself resistant to fire. Twice.
Is that per round or for 2 hits?
For a round.
Okay.
So for 2 rounds, you can make yourself immune to your following round as a reaction.
Nice.
Bad, not bad.
All right.
Yeah, where I did my rolls, you got the immunity, got small amount of charges for resistance for fire, but you only got a +1.
Yeah.
Still
Well, the
considered
other pieces are pretty good.
This is considered a very rare item.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a +2 or 3, it's still
Yeah, with the other
because
shit,
of
it
the-
makes it pretty fucking powerful.
So it does give you increase your armor, but now you could go out there in that snow and just naked. Well, not naked, with the armor on and be
Yeah.
fine.
Alrighty. Well, that looks quite nice.
And it does
I
require
would
attunement.
agree.
It does require attunement.
Makes sense.
So
Alright, and then roughly how much longer do we have in the day?
it's about nighttime, but it's not like nighttime sleep. It's like it's getting dark outside because of how far north you are and how much the cloud cover is.
Yeah.
So it's like 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Like you could have a couple more hours.
Alright,
You
in
just
that
have before you need to go
case,
bed.
I do have 2 more rings in particular I would like to
Okay.
try to make.
Alright.
That being for the first level spell Longstrider and the one. Actually, no, I guess 3 spells, but I can't do these 2 at the same time. Either Enlarge Reduce or Spider Climb. Spider Climb is not super important right now, so I'd probably go with Enlarge Reduce.
Okay.
Daegral, you're making a monster.
I am making a monster, and I'm making the best goddamn monster ever.
You're making a
I'm making an
monster.
end boss, okay?
So roll. Alright, roll me a drill crafting because it's about just doing the runes and then trying to make sure the spell sticks.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, I guess-
Myth, would you mind helping me with this
course.
ring? I wanted to
course.
try to get more rings for Scrappy.
Roll with advantage. Let's see.
Alrighty, we have.
Oh, which one you going first? Before you roll, which one you going first?
First one. That's a good question. I'm going to start with Enlarge.
Right.
If possible, if I can kind of manipulate it to a degree, if I can limit it to Enlarge to get either more charges or a longer duration, that would be what Stormer's going
Okay.
for. How it ends up, again, up to you.
Okay.
So we've got
Let's see that roll.
yes, advantage. Okay. Fuck, that's near max. 44?
So, all right. Enlarged, reduce. That lasts 1 minute, correct?
Let me think it.
Enlarged lasts 1 minute.
Yes. Concentration up to a minute.
Concentration up to a minute. All right. Cool. So, what the ring allows, it does require attunement.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be Scrappy's first attune.
Second, the Ring of the Ram
second.
requires attunement as well.
So it requires attunement. So it gives him. It does take that spot, but it lasts broken up. It lasts 5 minutes.
Okay, so he has it kind of like the Ring of Flying. He has that like 5 or effectively. What would that be?
Where the Ring of Flying, he has 10 minutes of time broken up however long he wants.
Yeah, so effectively with 5 minutes, it'd be like 500 rounds of combat.
Yeah. Essentially, he has most for most fights. He can enlarge himself for just about every fight. The rolls are just too damn good. Because, to be honest, if you'd have rolled a nat 20, I was going to say the moment you stick him on, he just immediately grows one size category larger and is permanently that way.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
So, instead, he just could do it anytime he's in combat.
Super Mario mushroom sound just goes off.
God, that would make him fucking immense. Just whoop. Fucking hell, that's enormous. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So the Ring of Enlarge. And then finally, how long would that take me?
Oh, 2 hours, so it's about 8 o'clock.
I got one more time, or one. I got time for one more, which
Yeah.
will be the Long Strider.
All right.
41.
That's the level.
That's the first
spell
level.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you got it.
All right, cool. So a single charge of Long Strider as well.
Yep.
All right.
And how long does that last?
An hour.
An hour? Yeah, it's got like to me, like most rings, it can do. It breaks up the time. Like
Yeah.
you know, like as long as you're like, okay, cool, you just knock a round off of it or whatever. Yeah. My God, Long Strider.
Yeah. I'm just gonna add that to his spells, honestly.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is it an item interaction or a main action to access these rings?
I
Is
was
Scrappy
about to ask if it's actions,
unstoppable?
bonus actions to utilize the rings to cast these.
He doesn't have.
Hmm?
Sadly, he doesn't really have a bonus action.
Well, everything has a bonus action, just whether or not it has something to do with it.
I would say he would be able to activate a ring per turn.
Okay.
He wouldn't be able to activate them all at once.
So effectively make it an action to activate until it turns off. He free action, loses it, and then it would be an action to reinstate it.
Correct.
Okay.
Listen, him just going enlarge, kaboom, and just immediately appearing. Big boy is going to have everything focus fire him immediately. Like, and the shield ring, if you shove the shield ring on him, that's just reactionary.
Yeah.
Alright, so
That's right. Wait,
the-
did Scrappy
so
get
what-
one as well as Storm, or was it just Scrappy? I forgot already.
No, there's just one extra.
Hey,
One
there
extra
was
goes to
one
Scrappy.
extra,
Yeah.
and I suggested put it on Scrappy just because.
Yeah.
So essentially, whatever in the ring is the action it takes.
Yeah, if he takes an action, takes an action to activate the ring. That's what it does.
All right.
Launches an action. That's what it costs. Shield reaction. Give him Misty Step.
I could.
So,
I know.
Brother, while we're waiting out the storm and just making more stuff, I've never really used this. Is there any way you could make it better or turn it into something else? I'm just gonna hand you the periaptive wounds.
Periaptive wound closure?
Yeah.
Probably. It will probably require getting more gemstones, since that's kind of the main thing with it.
It's got a ruby and lots of like diamonds.
Emerald, I believe. Let me double check this one.
Like maybe it is an emerald.
Emerald is one of them that is used for those. Magic items. God damn. Okay, fine. I'll just scroll down.
As you guys are doing all this stuff, and you guys are currently eating. That's while you're waiting. You guys are currently because True has once again fixed dinner because she is a damn good cook. True, roll me a cooking with advantage because Dorian is helping.
Oh, Dorian's actually helping?
Yeah, she's got nothing else to put in there.
Alright. 24.
Yep. You guys have a very nice warm meal.
Yeah, so emeralds are associated with health, and so we're using crafting and decorating magical devices with which improved health and healing, fertility, and growth.
Okay. Well, then you need emeralds, and you guys currently don't got any.
Nope.
So as you guys are eating, you're brainstorming over, living up to your namesake of storming over your thoughts. Later on, once again, you hear very faintly in the distance a string.
Through the blizzard? That's impressive.
Through the blizzard. He's got a 31 perception. He just heard Loth fought in the Underdark, so it's best. It's god level here. But no, Laren, you do hear through the storm. You hear the howling of the wind, but you do hear that faint scream that you've heard every night.
I think
So
perhaps we should head south now. I believe it's happening again.
What is the screaming you keep hearing?
Yes, and well, it's rather impressive that it can reach us through this.
I would certainly have to agree.
As much as I would have liked to have gone down into town, well, it seems to be rather pressing. We should move.
Yeah, it would probably be a good call.
So, as the night goes, everyone does the watches like normal, but there's no need to roll. There's just the howling wind that is outside. Every once in a while, the wind will rattle the front doors, or has rattled the front doors all day. But about halfway through your watch, Stormer, the doors stop rattling. You assume it may be because there's enough snow built up that it's kind of keeping it from rattling.
Yeah, I'd probably look up through the middle to make sure, like, to verify that.
You cannot see out of anything. It's covered in snow. The whole top is just caked.
And back over to the forge where hopefully there's some still embers and shit.
All covered. The wheel is like protected, but
Keeping the forge burning.
everything around, like all the porch you can see out, is just packed with snow. So yeah, you do not see anywhere out anyway.
Yeah.
The reason why the pipe hasn't been plugged or tried caking is because of you've been working in the forge all day, so it's been pipe and height. You probably actually keep it stoked up a little bit more just for warmth, because it gets cold. It's getting cold tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You like shake the tower so all the snow falls off.
We could try to like rotate it and like gyrate it.
It is cold enough that Dorian actually took his bedroll from underneath the table.
Skyler's doing calisthenics.
Right there. Like, so he's closer to the forge.
Skyler's doing calisthenics and enjoying the nice, brisk air.
You're sleeping right now. Oh, no, you're sleeping. Oh, yeah, no, you're sleeping right now.
Yeah, he's second watch.
Yep.
Then he does calisthenics because it's so nice. Laren does not know the difference, and while in armor, he cannot tell if it's cold or not. But the moment he takes that armor off to sleep, he can feel the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone without resistance to cold is sleeping by the forge tonight. So, as we go through each of your stuff, the elves, when it comes to your guys' time to wake up, you can tell it is cold. Like anywhere out past about halfway away from the forge is breath, and you can see your breath. That's how cold it is.
Wow. Alright, Larry, why don't you go out there and go look, because it looks pretty fucking cold.
Yes, give me another 30 seconds. Climbing into the armor.
put the armor on, and immediately as it kicks in, you're like, oh, yes. So are you going up, or are you going out, trying to go out the front door?
I'm just gonna step out onto over here out front. And since we were heading south before we slept for the night, do I see anything in the distance, or do I hear anything?
No, because you open the front door, it is just packed with snow to the top. You're looking at a wall of snow.
Hey, Fafnir.
Eh?
Come here.
So, yeah, he comes over.
And right about there, I toss him a chunk of meat. Why don't you, give me a hand clearing off this snow?
Sure.
I've got more treats for you.
Yeah. He starts clearing. He goes up and starts clearing the top first, so it doesn't fall in on you guys. And it doesn't take him long to open up the top, and the wind starts to blow in and whip in, not like blow in, but kind of like whip in from around the sides of the building, of the tower. But as he knocks it down, you see that it's probably down at your level. It's like the whole porch is just caked with snow. So it takes you guys about 30 minutes to get to the point where you can see out, and you can see that the snow is at your chest. Like, you just cleared it where you can see out, and it is just blowing snow. You guys are in the clouds.
During that time, might have yelled out to Myth, or called out, not really yelled that loudly, to continue moving south.
Yeah, you have no visibility up there, Myth, just so you know. Cannot see out. You can guide it southward, but you do not have any line of sight.
Is there like a way to clear it off? I mean, can I shake the tower? Maybe get some of the snow off? So I can see where I'm going?
If you give everybody, I would say you're going to give anybody. Yeah, you can try and shake it off. Are you going to give them warning downstairs, or are you just going to start gyrating shit out of this tower?
That's the question.
What a wonderful day!
No, I'll have to warn them. I'll wait until they wake up for that.
Oh.
I'll try to guide it, as much as I can. Well, see, I can't see, so
You guys are high enough up that you're not going to run into anything.
you're gonna have to pilot.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. I'll see what I can do clearing that snow off.
I can't see. You want me to go blind? I will.
Just continue on. I'll clear that off.
All right.
So, how are you going to go up top and try and get out through the latch?
I have my unbroken stride, so I can spider climb.
Okay.
And so I'll spider climb my way up and work on clearing out a spot that he could see.
How long does the spider climb last?
How long? It's one of my stances.
Oh, so as long as you stay in stance, you're good?
Yeah, I have to use my bonus action to initiate it.
Okay. As long as you can continue to stay stuck to this tower, you won't be worrying about getting flung off of it.
Yeah, and normally it lasts up to an hour.
It takes you a little while because you got clear snow. Because there's a lot of snow, there's ice just stuck. Like it sleeted at some point, you think, last night. There's ice too. as you get up to the top, to where you get up to that first little pillar on the other map, on the other side of the map. And the snow is ridiculous up here. It's probably 6 to 7 feet tall, but it's really windswept. This side's not as deep, but it's still enough to block off vision of the wheel. Like, because he's on the other side. The wheel is on the north side, and even though you guys, this thing moves the same speed backwards, forwards, whichever direction, the wheel is pointed to the north of the building, unless you spin it around. But you guys didn't, because you wanted to keep the entrance away from the north wind. So, it takes you a while to get up there, and you clear the snow. It's just time consuming. I will say it takes you going through your stance 2 hours worth of your stance because of just how much snow's up here. Like,
Gotcha.
you clear it off. You clear him a vision, but it's not fully cleared. Like, you got him about as good as you can get without wasting more time.
I'll lay down here on my back, just exhausted.
Yeah. You are tired. He cleared you about as much room as he could get you to see and drive at, so
All right.
As you guys start to head southward. It's snowing. Let's move over to the map. I guess over there.
Yeah, let's get out of the snow.
Snow is nice. It's ice that sucks.
Cold.
You get about there when it switches off from snow. You're now dealing with rain, and the snow is starting to get rained down on, but you're high enough up that it's cold and it's starting to freeze. So you may want to drop your elevation.
Might as
You
well.
still- Like, you do have mounds below you, because you're now getting into the, what do they call it, the crag. The crag?
And just the crags. I don't see any other name.
Yeah.
Yeah, just crags.
So you can get a little bit lower. The snow's not melting fast, but but with the rain, it's starting to.
All right, is everybody awake now? So if I dip
Yes.
it down, so
As you're dipping down, you do hear them moving around down there and stuff.
hold on, I'm gonna try getting off the snow.
And the whole place just goes, just gyrates for.
Oh, shit, I wasn't expecting that.
I'm gonna fly in the center and keep it from stopping. Keep myself up.
Yeah, a lot of the snow falls off because it's been raining for a bit, so it just like falls off.
Just massive sheets of ice.
Massive sheets of ice just fall.
Look out below!
They do not hear the lookout below as impacts just land in the. There was this goblin scouting party out that weren't paying attention.
Fuck him.
What's that?
I laugh loudly.
They do not deserve life.
So, as you guys are now out of the snow, but it is raining heavily.
Hmm.
So
Very
this is
overcast.
better than the snow, right?
Kind of depends. We're still pretty high. If lightning were to strike, it'd probably strike here. Which, I'll survive. I don't know about the rest of you.
A lightning for.
There's lightning. You hear crack of lightning in the distance. Not super close, but not super far away.
You just had to go and say it, didn't you?
Well, I was just making a point.
Well, is that where the screams are coming from? Where the storm is?
Well, you're heading southward. And you did fly a little bit blind, so you're more like there than where you were. Some of that snow that you were shaking off did land in the road, so there's people down there that's going to just find these giant chunks of snow and ice in the road on the travels today, like going, what the fuck?
Oops.
But it is dark, it is storming. Far south as you can see, it is just clouds. This is a massive storm here in the north.
This is. This
Is this a natural storm?
I was about to say.
You know.
Normally, you guys see up in the north, what's your knowledge of? Is storms up near the spine of the world are stronger and last longer. You're still fairly close to the spine of the world.
Yeah.
But you should be able to see the end of the edge of the storm. This storm shouldn't be much farther past, like the Lork Wood or even like as you look at the direction of like towards the coastline where you know there's a coastline far off, there's storm just all the way out there. Like this storm shouldn't be this big and strong. Like you're not that far south, but you're seeing that there's lightning to the south of you. This storm is way big than it normally should be. It's like a hurricane inside. Talking probably from which you guys are relatively a smart group. So just your common knowledge, this is a massive storm, probably 600, 700, 800 miles, maybe more wide.
Damn.
This is a massive storm. Storms like this happen in the north, but they're slow. They're big, but they're not this big. And they're slow. This storm is huge. You don't know if it's necessarily slow or not because, like, it started snowing and then just kept snowing. Like, you guys dealt with probably 36 hours of constant snow and it was still snowing when you woke up.
Well, if it would make everyone feel better, I can always hang out on the roof and, be a lightning rod. If it strikes me, then it strikes me.
Don't do that, brother.
So, I assume you guys are going to continue southward? Or are you guys going to head towards, like, Xanathal's Keep?
Yeah, because that's where, at least the area-ish that it was coming from. So, I guess we'll keep going south, and I'll keep an eye out for any burning cities.
So will I.
Scrappy will do his best to help someone if he can. Finally, Lyran. Let's be honest.
At about midday, you guys are close enough to Xanathal's Keep you can see it in the distance. It looks fine. It's raining here. The storm, it is still heavy raining, but the wind and lightning isn't as bad, so you're thinking you're getting closer to the edge.
So during that time, I was going to say, can I hand off a minor project to Stormer?
Sure.
Lay it on me.
Stormer, you can
Once.
make yourself larger.
Yeah.
Do you think you could do the same with this? And I'll take out my mercurial weapon.
Yeah, I should be able to. I just gave Scrappy a similar thing. And
Yes, this
Scrappy
was quite the
will take his
masterpiece, I
Exodus
must say,
forward.
but it's yet unfinished.
Are you going for anything in particular, or do you want it? I mean, the spell is capable of shrinking things as well.
Well, I would like if it could enlarge itself for a period of time before it returns to its normal size.
So you're not interested in the reduction?
Well, I think the reduction comes hand in hand with returning to its original size, but
Well,
not
yes,
getting
there's
any
a-
smaller.
No,
It doesn't
well,
matter on that aspect.
There's the difference. The spell is capable of doing either. If you want the ability to shrink say a sword down to a dagger, then I would need to take that into account. As for
I don't think the
Scrappy's-
shrinking is all that important.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Because it will revert to its original size when the enlarge is up. But as per Scrappy, I forgoed the ability for him to shrink in favor of more time to stay enlarged. So that just gives me a better idea of what you're looking for and how better to assist.
So I'm not sure if we have enough time, but, well, if you think you can pull it off, I think it would make for an interesting product.
I don't know, you're the one who we're kind of using as a compass. How long do you figure we got until we're wherever we're going?
Oh, perhaps, I mean, I'm gonna make a guess of like 2-3 hours, but I don't know what it would actually be.
You are about to fly over Xanathar's Keep, which is the direction went King. You could stop at Xanathar's Keep and see if they know anything, like if they've heard the sounds or not.
It's also
No, we can do that.
Also a matter of how early would you have brought this up? Because we would
Well,
have been
when we
traveling for a
were,
while.
yeah, after we had eaten, as we were around here, I think.
Yeah.
It was before that last movement.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Stormer will try to estimate the amount of time he would need to just simply imbue the weapon with a similar functionality to the ring for Scrappy, if possible, not needing Laren to hold concentration so much as the weapon just being able to, enlarge itself
Get bigger.
for X amount of time, even if it's
Yeah.
a reduction to whatever it would be.
Yes. Yeah. Being able to make it grow into a larger size is not that hard.
Yeah.
It would probably cost you casting the spell
Yep, that's fine.
to do it, but yeah.
Alright. And would Stormer estimate that he has enough time to do it?
Yeah. Because it'd just be adding the runes to the weapon.
Yeah. Alright.
So you just need a jewel crafter. Because it'd be engraving.
Fair enough. 42.
It takes you the morning after breakfast to do it. It's not, done and done. You now have a weapon that will enlarge itself. One category size bigger.
Nice.
Same thing, it lasts 1
Fine.
minute. So,
Rosa, this one isn't as. I remembered that I had something, but it's not that really that important because I use it a lot anyway. But you remember that weird claw thingy you gave me?
Yeah, the insignia.
Could you make it better?
I mean, I
You
don't mean to brag, but I've gotten pretty good at
It's a sky
at
blue.
working.
so
It's the sky blue. It's
you
more gray
guys
right now.
start to fly over Xanathar's Keep. You guys are about half the height you normally are. We're going to cut as you guys are flying to Dakota.
I'm in.
Okay.
You're bringing me in, Coach?
Yes, you're off the
Ah,
bench.
fuck, I thought
You're
we
in
were
the
gonna
game.
be free of Dakota in this campaign. I'm kidding.
Damn it. I
So-
hate it. I'm leaving.
Okay, well, I mean, Jesus. All right. Damn.
Fuck you, Dakota.
I can replace you, Skyler.
Okay, that's not fair.
Oh.
Anyone can replace Skyler.
Yeah, you just need a decent healing spell or some sort of healing ability.
A barbarian with no spell casting could replace Skyler in usefulness.
Scrappy with magical items can replace Skyler.
Yeah, I mean, Scrappy does have 100 health.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, the last time I forgot to level him up with to level 10, and he has a number of D8s, and he
That
gets
thing-
the con from the
that thing is
Door.
almost better than either of us.
I'm at 113, but yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
fucking. The only
mean-
thing he's lacking is basic attacks.
I
Oh.
have 73.
I forgot one of the major things I was going to try to do with his. I haven't worked on his claws specifically. I've just kind of upgraded the chassis. So his claws I still need to work on more.
Yeah. So you've been sitting at this keep, keeping an eye out. Storms come. It's annoying as like you know when you took this job to relay a message to someone that wasn't like a glamorous job, it paid.
Mm-hmm.
You got here and got knocked out, and that pissed you off. So,
Mm-hmm. Royally.
you woke up this morning grumpy. Had breakfast. And are now been setting at the top of this keep, waiting for what the the count told you to look for. Now, you ran across this vampire in the middle of the night about 2 weeks ago. And he told you to go to Xanathar's Keep and keep an eye out for a flying tower.
I swear, this guy is probably crazy. But he pays well.
Yeah, he gave you a couple of thousand gold to go find these people.
Mm-hmm. It's spent well.
So, you've been waiting, and now, with all your due diligence, in this storm, you see the outline of a flying tower flying towards the keep. What do you do?
First off, apologize to that count next time I see him for thinking he was a liar. And try to hail the flying city, I guess.
How would you try and get a hold of this tower? It is a half a mile above the ground. That being said, the keep is on a hill. So it's not as far away as a half a mile, but it's still pretty high.
So the reason that Laren handed off the sword was so he could keep watch for whatever was yelling. So he is looking towards the city.
Now you see that it's city, it's not a city, it's a keep. It's like a small town around this one keep. It's not very large.
Well, I'm just gonna fire off a cantrip as high as I can. just to see if that gets their attention.
What cantrip?
I'm going to cast Firebolt straight up into the sky.
You see from the tip of the tower, because your perception is amazing, you see a gout of fire just fly up and like go poof at about 100 feet in the air above it. See it happen a couple more times.
Yeah, do I see where it's coming from?
Yes, it's coming from the top of the keep.
And can I make an inference about their what they're looking at, if they're looking at us?
Roll me a perception check
I will do
to see if you can tell that with your Hawkeye-like eyes they're looking at
35.
Yes, they're looking at
you.
You see that there's a humanoid figure on there looking, and then firing cantrips in the air, and like seeing if you've noticed.
It seems like they can see us, and that one of them wants to get our attention. Perhaps we ought to move a little bit higher up and then descend with our bodies rather than the tower.
Would be wise. I do not want to lose this thing.
I agree. Well, our
Dorian
guardian has grown stronger.
Dorian said that he would guard it. Like, him and Fafnir could guard this place.
Yes, that would be good. I assume that Scrappy would stay here as well, looking at Scrappy first and then at Stormer.
Yeah, it would be a little bit of a hassle trying to manipulate Scrappy to get down there. Maneuver him, I suppose.
Scrappy! Like, he smacks on the ground and points to his ring.
Oh, yeah, how could I forget? You can, whatever. He can fly, he can do whatever the hell he wants.
He's just reminding you. Like, if you want him to stay here, he'll stay here.
Look, Scrappy, I've made a lot of shit in the past couple days. Every guy you could fly. Alright.
He reaches up and just pats you on the shoulder. Like, he understands.
Honestly, I doubt that they were planning on launching an attack on the ship, but even if they did, I suppose if this is a decoy, then yeah, Scrappy, you better stay with the ship.
You understand?
It's somebody trustworthy to, look out for this place.
Yes, I think between the three of you, that's quite a force. Hopefully, there's no need for it, but you never know.
Has this floating structure made any, like, has
You
it
see that
gotten closer to the keep at all?
It's
Do I
gotten
think
closer.
that they've gotten my message of, hey, I need your attention. It's
gotten
not
closer.
a continuous firebolt straight to the sky.
If he continues, I'll pull out a reflective surface and see if I can't, like, shine a light onto him and flash it so he knows we've seen him.
You're paying attention to it. You do see, after a while, like a reflection, like something reflect at you.
All
It's
right,
difficult to tell in the rain, but you're pretty sure they're like saying, yes, we got you.
I halt my firebolts into the sky then.
The firebolt stop. So you guys, you see the ship, the tower, which has a cloud at the bottom side of it. You just noticed it because it was coming out of clouds through the fog. You could see the tower itself. It floats up farther into the fog bank that's high, that's covering low in the cloud, below the cloud. And then, who all's flying down to this?
Oh, definitely Stormer.
I absolutely want to do the cool thing.
I want to fly down too.
I'm gonna just jump out, like swan dive, and when I get close, use my second level spell to flicker strike onto the ground and do a superhero landing.
Are you landing on the tower or outside the keep?
We're probably landing outside so that we can walk in like normal people.
Probably should
As
have
you
told Stormer that.
Stormer
Gonna
just
dive
goes
off
straight to the guy.
below
Stormer's just
and
going.
just-
Yeah, apparently, we're going to this guy. Stormer's just cutting to the chase.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got his.
So,
He's got the Thunderboom and shield ready, and he's just diving down.
so you see fly from out of the fog. Well, first you see a falling body.
Yeah, my wings are like slick back and just dive bombing.
I'm
Yeah,
gently flying down.
You see a couple figures
then.
gently flying down. You see a massive, like flying. It's like wings swept back. It's dive bomb, and then you just see a body just falling out the sky.
Maybe with a glint of gold.
This, like, you see, it's so white. It's got like flakes. You can't really tell it in the clouds against the cloudy background, but you do see like a golden beard.
Just very like just saying out loud, what the fuck?
Just like over that falling thing, you just see superimposed, kind of like the bat signal, just a golden beard. Just a brief flash of it.
Yeah. As it looks like it's about to hit the ground, it just disappears,
Mm.
and you don't
Yeah.
see it anymore.
Gonna go with that was a caster.
As you look back up, you see that the large, now up close, as it's. I assume you're now catching your wing once you're.
Yeah, I'm not
spreading your
slamming
wings.
into the tower full force. I'm just
You see a
landing.
pair of Dragonborns, by the way they look. One's farther up than the other. But this one here is heavily armed.
Full plate, pitch black armor with roughly large green dragon wings.
You see large
With
green
a
dragon
giant
wings.
fist and a shield.
Yeah. He lands, and he's a very intimidating figure. Just arm, the shield.
I am 6'4".
How tall are you?
6'4".
Oh yeah, you're towering over my man. He's 5'7", roughly shoulder length, brown hair.
Can we help you?
Yes, I believe I have a message for you.
And you have it. It's rolled up in a scroll case. The scroll case is sealed, so you just hand him.
Yep, I hand it straight over to him. Just here you go.
My giant claw being the only one that can really grab, as my other hand is on my shield. We'll just pinch it with two fingers. Well, suppose I better wait for the rest of the group to come up here. I guess we didn't really coordinate where we were landing.
Yeah, I kind of saw
Oh.
that.
Well,
You wanna
Wait for
head inside and wait for
me!
everyone.
Skyler lands next to you, and then shortly after that, True.
So during that time, since I just let myself drop, how long would it have taken me to get there?
You landed outside the gate, teleported there. 3-point stand, superhero landing. Both gate guards, shit.
Coming through, thank you. And
You
just
walk
walk
right
by.
into town, right into the keep. They're just too stunned that a person just appeared out of nowhere.
I'll flick each of them a gold piece as I'm going by. Probably bounces off their foreheads.
Yeah, there's a going down your ears. So, and you're currently making your way towards the front doors of the keep, because you're now inside the courtyard, and then there's the main keep. So, yeah. So you guys are up on the roof. It's going to take you a little bit to get there because you're going to have to.
Well, I offered for us to go inside and wait for the rest of their party since I saw the comet coming down.
Man, you paid the regional. There's a lord here that lives here. Even though he's not currently here because he did leave to head to Mirabar to talk with the Lord of Mirabar about some things. You did pay essentially to stay here, so which was also included in the pay. So you know.
Mm-hmm.
He comes down. You guys are kind of like in this hall. It's not very big. Kind of like a regional lord's hall. When eight guards with weapons drawn leads in later.
I'm going to assume that's yours.
Yeah,
You
that's one of
know,
mine.
usually you don't just fly directly into a town.
Well, we were going to talk to this guy, weren't we? Guy who was shooting off firebolts.
Yes, but, well, you've seen what happens at other towns when we approach. Regardless, we saw your rather persistent firebolt. What
Yes.
can we do
By the way,
for you?
guards, you can and I just do the hand motion that the guards can fuck off.
And pinching with one of my 3 big
Okay.
fingers and my thumb, I'll just hand over the scroll case to Laren. Yeah, I can't open this without taking this shit off.
Right. That is a disadvantage, I guess. I mean,
Yes.
trade-offs.
It doesn't
So,
truly
yeah.
limit my dexterity, but we had to wait for you guys anyway.
This
If you
is
don't
what
mind
I
me,
was trying to get your attention for.
if you don't mind me asking, who are you, sir?
My name is William. You guys can call me Willie, though.
No, I'll call you Will.
Most people end up calling me Willie anyways, so.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that word.
You don't like Willie's brother? That's non-canon. That's non-canon.
No,
It's
you
100%
said it
canon.
You said it in character.
is
That's
canon.
canon.
Dumbfounded. I
So
can
is he
see
good-
why.
Yeah.
I can see why you don't want to call me that.
Anyway, so William, whatever. What? So
You can call me what you want.
yeah, don't give me that kind of power. Anyway, so Laren,
Dumb
what's
face
the
bitch.
message say? Let's scroll.
Crack it open and read.
I am curious.
My dear friends,
I
hope this
Laren, are you
message-
reading this out loud, or are you just reading it quietly?
Yeah, reading it out loud.
Okay.
my
Well,
dear
that's gonna be
friends,
good.
I hope this letter finds you well and well and healthy and still alive since our last encounter. And I have it would not be recently now because this would probably been maybe even months since I wrote this. But my wayward daughter said that she had a run-in with you. Very interesting what the thing she said. I'd like to invite you to my keep, to my home, for a dinner date, I guess would say it. Because I'd like to hear more about your adventures and how you've grown over the last few months. Signed. Oh, and please make sure to bring true. I heard my daughter is a huge fan of hers. Signed, the Count.
Ah,
I swear to God, that's Count Byron.
Would I be able to answer that question?
Yes, you know his name is Count Byron.
It is.
God fucking damn it!
Out of character reminder, Count Byron is who? I know this
Vampire
is like vampire
bitch.
shit.
No, the vampire that turned the vampire bitch into a vampire.
Yes.
Yeah, you know the vampire bitch who wants to turn true and then kill her?
Yeah, I knew it had something to do with the vampires. I just didn't remember this dude as a character.
Wait, the Count wasn't a vampire?
No, the Count's a vampire.
Yeah, no,
He was just a vampire lord that ran across you
vampire
guys.
bastard. Yeah, he
Yeah,
fucking
he-
invited us to the Underworld in the lower quadrant of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
I'll say that in character. Yeah, needless to say, we didn't make it, unfortunately, before Waterdeep was attacked. So, yeah.
As you
Do
look
you
over...
work for... Wait, do you work for that guy?
Technically, this was my first job for him. He paid me a shit ton of money to come up here and wait for a floating structure. I thought he was crazy.
Did you know that he was a vampire?
I believe that.
Yeah, you know he's a vampire
Yes,
because
I
he was scary as hell, and you were just trying not to get ate.
Yeah, I kind of knew. It was also take this job or I become lunch. So,
Suppose I
Do I
don't have
believe
the-
first off, am I lying? No.
No, yeah. Also, Layron, roll me an insight, a perception check, please.
Perception.
Yes.
I would love to roll one
God.
of those.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that's terrible.
Right.
God.
You notice at the very bottom of the scroll is a magical, very faint lines of a magical, like sigil.
Stormer, what does
Yeah.
this do?
I'll take a closer look at it.
Roll me an Arcane check, please.
Alright. Someone able to help me or not?
I'll actually assist you because I'm curious. Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Let's take a look. Nat 20, okay then. Not with... Why is that still going?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So
that
32.
32?
It's your father's used it many a time. The leader of the guild members. It's a sigil where you can put your hand, you put your hand on it or your thumb on it, and it will reveal a hidden message.
Okay, that's great. So my father has used these before. It's a way to conceal a hidden message. Just place your hand or thumb, whatever you favor, on it, and you get the message.
I'll do it.
I mean, all due respect, this wasn't intended for us.
I mean, if you guys don't trust him, it also could be a trap.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'll just cast Identify on it to make sure.
It is that sigil. It is the exact same sigil, but it is keyed to true.
I fucking knew it!
And if it was bad enough that there was a secret message, it's seemingly intended for this one, and I'll just kind of gesture to true.
Looks down
don't
at
like
the
this.
11-year-old.
I don't
Why
like
is
that
a
at
vampire
all.
one 11-year-old?
One of the other vampire bitches that we came across was particularly fond of children. Stronger.
She said she was gonna turn me and then kill me.
Well, it's up to you, True, if you even feel like hearing the message. Wait, did he say specifically we were going to be coming in a flying tower?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Catherine. Her
let's
fucking name is Catherine.
Spying on us.
That's...
No, wait, no,
Alright,
wait, no,
well,
wait,
we're kind of
wait.
in a rock and a hard
Sandra.
place here. Because either we go and walk into a trap, or we ignore him, and the dude clearly knows where we've been and what we've been up to, down to where we were going to go for you to find us. So he can find us, and
It's just a message, right? That's all it
as
is.
far as I can tell.
Correct.
Okay. I'll do what I need to get the message.
So you take it and you put your thumb on it, and you just like hold the corner of that where you like you'd hold a piece of paper between your thumb and pointing finger, and you see that the ink slowly like disappears, and now blood red writing
Mm-hmm.
appears. The little one that got away. I would suggest coming to my father's Solway.
Soiree.
Soiree.
Yeah, Swallow. Or, as of the writing of this, I will devour a child every day that you're not here. Please hurry, my dear little one. Oh, and make sure you bring those delicious-looking dragonborns with you. Ta-ta! Evil vampire Lexi.
Did you read this out
Cassandra.
loud?
Her name's Cassandra.
It's Cassandra, but
I
she's
looked
evil
at my
vampire
notes.
Lexi.
I searched my notes. Her fucking name's Cassandra.
Yeah, Cassandra, aka Evil Vampire Lexi. Because I based it off of just an evil Lexi.
Was this read out loud?
Yes. Yes.
Why
Well, that's
is
bad.
everything evil and creepy interested in me?
Because you're amazing?
You're not the only one this time, you know.
No, but Loth wanted me for some dumb fuck reason, and now this thing specifically said us.
Why did
Well-
what?
At least Uncle Thor likes you.
Oh yeah, that is important.
My character now has a dumbfounded look hearing that.
Yeah, a god wanted me, and now a vampire wants me. What is with my
Alright.
crazy life?
I don't believe we can do much about this crazy spider bitch, but if I recall, this is the one who got us in trouble over by, what was it called? The Barge Right Inn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm
actually,
most certainly looking forward to removing her head from her shoulders.
on the back of it is now a map to a keep.
Well,
And
I
it
mean,
is-
are we really going to be going in here? Because I don't know about you, but I think it's a little
Does it have a
stupid.
date?
Yes.
When's the date?
Today.
1 week from now, in his keep inside the Neverwinter Wood.
The Neverwinter Wood?
In the Neverwinter Wood.
Wait, I think I've heard of that place.
I'm trying to find it on the map currently. Oh, there.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
How far are we from it?
Not far.
Yeah.
We're
Relatively.
gonna have to make this place.
2 days.
2 days.
Roughly.
Oh.
Yeah, roughly 2 days.
Is it bad that I would rather sacrifice the children than go there?
No,
Yes and
it's
no.
not.
I mean, I don't really blame
Because she
ya,
said she was
but-
going to do that thing, and I don't want.
Well, if I know anything about vampires, which I may not, pretty sure that
The map leads you to that dot. Can you guys see that dot?
No.
No.
Too small.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, I see it now. It blended in with the.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
it does blend in.
Just mark it like there.
There we go.
Yeah.
You guys.
So yeah, it's 2 days.
Well-
So
Well,
we go 80 miles a day. And we've gone 50 miles today.
is it still raining?
Yes.
Damn.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, while everyone is discussing this, I'm going to prestidigitation. All of our clothes dried, just so everyone feels a bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
Why, thanks.
I do wish that I could do that myself.
I
Uh,
do.
No problem.
Yes,
I
I
do
can
also have
imagine
a
that's very
suggestion.
useful.
It is.
It is, isn't it?
So, anyway, I mean, look, we got two options. We got either face them when they want us to go there, or face them when we have absolutely no idea when to expect them. If they want us, they will get us.
Well, it's arbitrarily better to walk into a trap you know is a trap than be surprised later on.
I mean-
Exactly. It's far more fun to walk into a trap knowing that it's a trap and turning it on its head.
Is it really walking into a trap if it's obvious that it would... We're walking into a vampire den. I don't know whether we expect it or don't expect it. That's going to make a difference.
Mm.
There's probably a horde of vampires there either way.
Well, we have two options. One, we walk in there and kill everything that we see for the second time. Or we, well, bombard it from the sky. It would put a dent in our obsidian stocks, though.
Yes, though I do have... Well, no, we wouldn't even be able to do that, considering the fact that that this bitches claim that she's going to be eating kids or whatever the hell, killing kids. So we would be actively killing innocents, which I'm not a huge fan of. Don't think I need to tell you.
Yes.
I
So
do
I don't...
not.
Well,
Though I did just get an amazing idea for a way to bombard, I don't think that's the way to go.
Well,
then I
to
suppose
add
we
to,
have one option.
To add to your guys' thought process, though, I am without job. I could just join up with you guys. I will add to your power, fighting power.
You're willing to just randomly turn against the guy who just paid you a shit ton of money, who also threatened to kill you.
Yeah. He already paid me. He threatened me. My job's over. I have no allegiance to him.
An excellent point.
And as he was saying that, he was counting on his fingers and then, like, hand waved as he
Yeah.
said no allegiance.
Well, worst case, then, we all die one way or the other.
Well, either way, it would be nice to have a little bit more firepower.
Well, yeah.
And, William, what was your shtick? What do you do? What fighting power can you bring to the table?
I'm a caster. You know, typical support magic. I can make you quick. I can heal you.
Healing punches
I
him
can
in the
make
face.
Do you actually?
No, you didn't hear me.
I
stutter.
break out my bag of popcorn.
I'm the only person allowed to heal
do-
here, other than
I
my
can get quite
brother.
a bit.
I made get some popcorn.
Alright, well,
Well,
If you guys do die, I can bring it back as well.
so...
yeah, you're in.
What, you're a cleric?
No, I'm a bit unique. He kind of looks away.
You sure are.
Well, we all
Aren't
have
we
our
all?
secrets. I won't begrudge you that.
No, I'm just making a point that I'd like to know what we're bringing on. Would you mind if I test you? You claim
We're
to
gonna
be
have
able
another
to.
context.
You claim to be able to do stuff. I want to make sure that you can do it.
Me how? Test me how?
Well, I would normally punch my brother, and I'd say for you to heal him, but that's not a lot of incentive. So
Don't
I'm gonna
do
hit
that.
you, and you're gonna heal yourself. How's that sound?
I face palm, then eat more popcorn.
Do we really have to?
If this is gonna happen, you might as well do it without having a problem. I take my cloak off and drape it onto a chair.
You want to keep your secrets, that's fine, but if it's comes down to me making sure that you're able to do what you say and keeping
No, go
this
ahead.
group alive, then alright, how hard can I hit you? Welcome to the Salty
I
Spittoon.
shrug.
How tough are you?
I shrug. Hit me as hard as you want.
Oh no.
Don't put him through the wall.
I mean,
I actually have a lot of health.
Okay, let me put it to this way. I doubt I'd kill you if you're saying you're competent in battle. But do you want me to hit you as hard as I can, or as hard as I want?
I don't feel like really wasting a lot of power to heal myself if that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
Hit me as much as you want to see.
No, I only need one hit. It's just a matter of how much you want to take.
Crit time!
Alright,
he doesn't have the
let's play the
tattoo.
game of me without my cloak and how quick you can kill me.
No, I'm literally making one attack that's gonna land. Because the way I look at it, at least, is if you're purposely standing still, you should be treated as
Oh
paralyzed.
no matter what you're hitting me, I'm telling you that.
Yeah. Well, I guess not paralyzed for the sake of critting, but yeah. But yeah, all right. Well, suppose let's go. And I will take a deep breath and go to large.
Oh god.
That's a
But-
neat trick.
Is that necessary?
It's just a little extra firepower. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna bring my right arm up and just hammer fist him. Should I roll normally or advantage or what?
You
Nate.
just letting him hit
He's
you, right?
just effectively letting me
Yeah.
hit, so it really doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
you get advantage because he's just letting it happen.
He wants to see how well I'm a healer.
Yeah.
Crit.
Fuck.
No crit.
Damn it!
Alright, yep. That is going to be 21 total.
Alright.
I'm gonna probably try to aim for your shoulder as well. Not the top of your head and just crush you. Like crack your fucking neck.
Alright.
That was one hell of a hit.
That honestly wasn't as hard as I can hit.
I believe that.
But alright, let's see it.
Watch, I just roll shit. What level should I cast this at?
Second.
I mean, honestly, I don't anticipate needing much combat today, so.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm getting ready for bed, so.
yeah, I have class in the morning, guys.
Yeah, well, this is
Third
where
level.
Third level. Oh damn! And
that
you
sucked.
you barely overhealed yourself by 2. That was really fucking good, actually.
I could beat that.
No,
Cure
you couldn't.
wounds level 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god! I could beat
Yeah,
that.
again.
Barely over heal. No. Your total heal was his higher level casting by just a little difference.
That was a fluke.
That was a fluke. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was worse. That was worse.
No, wait.
What are these
Vern,
rolls?
Vern, just stop.
There we go.
Just stop. Oh my god.
That was
Alright.
And this is a
that good
perfect
enough?
example of why I have Gift of the Ever-Living Ones.
The worst part is he only has a +1 over me.
Yeah, but that's still not the highest level I can cast. Or what my whole character's about. I'm support with healing. I'm not healing with support.
Why are
me
you
try it
Sacred
again.
Flaming? What are you doing?
Because he's a bitch.
What the fuck are you
Sorry.
doing?
No.
I put my cloak back on.
Alright. Well. I'm just gonna
Alright, is
kinda
that
like
good enough?
I'm just gonna give you a dig in the shoulder just to make sure it doesn't still like severely hurt.
It doesn't.
Alright, good enough for me.
Alright, so now to reveal some more, I'm remaking my spell.
You're what?
Hi, I'm a sorcerer.
Ah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
expecting
that would do
Bard.
it.
No. I remake my
Divine
third level
Soul
spell.
Sorcerer.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I figured that part out now. Alright, well. We have
When
a
you
week
fly,
until we have to
or
go
do you need a
to
lift?
Yeah, what do we know about vampires?
They suck
ooh.
ass and blood.
Mhm.
So Nate, I'm gonna have to talk to you after this session at some point.
Okay. Yeah.
Session over.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
getting you guys to Dakota, so Dakota would be
Yeah.
in the group. Was my whole plan for today was to
Mhm.
get him introduced.
Mm-hmm.
The vampires was the easiest way to introduce you guys
Yeah.
because he hired
Yeah.
hundreds of people to scour the north
Oh,
looking
God.
for you guys.
Ah.
Oh,
It just wasn't him; it was everybody. He just knew that the last anyone had saw you, that you took in a tower.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I am a divine soul sorcerer.
Gotcha.
Sorta.
Sorta.
That's
Divine soul sorcerer seemed fun because you guys
It is.
did need a second healer.
Yeah.
And I love sorcerer.
Yeah.
Sorcerers are.
Alright, so Nate, there's one thing that I want to ask you.
yes.
So there is a stone, if you can oh, wait. Everyone say fuck off to the recording.
Fuck off, you two.
Let's upload it.